Good morning. Try to make that most as annoying as possible. Hold on a second. I just gotta put my headphones on. I always forget to do that. And grab my coffee. And grab my coffee. I just finished my candles. My first set. Oh shit! Did my son leave his homework? No. Why would you leave that there? Just finished up my first batch of candles, and I actually made a video for you guys, which is uploading as we speak. So that'll be there. I made a full video, about 20 minutes long, showing you how I made my candles. Not like super in depth or anything, just a little, just a little preview of how I made my little batch of candles there. Oh my God, my hip is killing me. And I have no Advil in my house, which really sucks. How is everybody? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope you had a great holiday. You too, social feed. You too. Um, so yeah. So I'm waiting for this to upload. It says it's about 43% through. I had no idea. I thought it was like a short video. I thought I was making like a 5-minute video. And I go to like save it. And I'm like, why the F is this taking so long to save? And when it finally saves, it ended up being 20 minutes. I'm like, how the fuck did that happen? But yeah, I put together a little video showing you how I made my candles. They smell delicious. So first batch, I'm gonna do another batch with another set, and then I'm gonna put them on, with another vessel, and I'm gonna put them on the website. Um, it's a long process for me because it took me. I started these on Christmas, before Christmas actually, but it's a long process. I gotta make the vessels, I gotta let them cure for a couple of days, I gotta seal them, let that cure for a couple of days, and then I paint the lids on these, the specific ones, so that takes time. And then what do you call it? And then I finally just made the candle part last night. So I have another set ready to go. So these are clean cotton, this little grouping here. And then I think I'm going to do cucumber melon for the other. I don't know. I kind of look at the vessel and I'm kind of like, what would fit with that scent wise the best? So I feel like these clean cotton ones were perfect for this set. So once the video uploads, you guys will be able to see that. But anyway, how is everybody today? So I really wasn't going to go live today. I have to get my Christmas shit down and I have things to do. But Laura decided to go live last night. Okay. I didn't watch the whole thing. I watched a little bit and I just couldn't take it anymore. I was like, oh my God. So I finished watching the Gypsy Rose series and boy, did that take a fucking left turn in the last episode there. It was, well, I don't know if it's the last episode or if like this is going to be like a series on Lifetime or something. I don't know. I'm a little confused. But it took like a total left turn last night where it got into like, she's getting married and all the fighting and the relationship. And it was just crazy. It was like so weird. So, I finished watching that instead of listening to Laura, but the little fucking bit of Laura that I did catch, Laura, what we're not going to do here is we're not going to use a sick person as a shield. Okay. That's what we're not going to fucking do. So I don't even know if she left the live up. Let me see. If not, I'll just kind of explain what happened. But yeah, that's what we're not gonna do, Laura. We're not gonna fucking use Jonice as a shield. Okay. Poor girl, is clearly going through some shit right now. Okay. And Laura just fucking being Laura, using people. It's disgusting. So we're gonna take a little look here. Hold on. All right. I don't even know if she left the live up. For all I know, she could fucking taken it down. Cause oh yeah, here we go. She writes, it's all about obsession, super chats, and views until someone gets hurt. Now, that's really funny, Laura, because I don't even think I got one super chat. One yesterday. Okay. Not one. And do you guys ever hear me asking for super chats? Because I don't. And views. Yeah, Laura, you really get me views. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. All right, hold on a second. Let me share this with you guys. Baby just got here. Let me catch up. I just went live, Purple Rain, like 2 minutes ago. So you didn't miss much. There's nothing to really catch up about. I mean, if you want to go back, but I literally just went live like what, 5 minutes ago, 5 minutes and 8 seconds. All right. Here we go. Dude, I need Advil so bad. I took all my Advil that I had left over the weekend. Excuse me, sir. What are we doing? Why are we in the Christmas tree? That needs to come down. I really don't want to take it down, so I'm kind of making excuses, but I don't want to take my tree down. All right, we'll wait for my internet to catch up here. So here's Laura in her fucking janky ass hotel room. Because she can't stay in like a fucking Holiday Inn or something. She's in like some. I mean, look, if you have to clip the blinds together with your hair clip, you're in the hood, girl. You're in a bad neck of the woods on the first floor of a janky fucking motel. Okay, just saying. I've never had to see that in the fucking hotels I stay at. Why is my fucking internet taking forever here? Thank you, Kat. Hey, Kat. Bye, thank you. I had to go to the store. I've been away for 2 weeks. I have nothing in my house right now. Like I literally, my house is it's tapped out because I was away the whole week, after Christmas, and then I came home for like 3 days and went back away again. Well, no, 4 days. Was it 3 days? No, I was home for like 3 full days, and then I went away again. So I have nothing in my house right now. Like I don't have any food. I'm like, we're tapped out. I gotta go shopping. Oh, hold on. Sorry, I didn't realize Laura was playing. Anyway, we were away for a while, so I got no food. I gotta go shopping. I got a couple of things in here, but yeah, I really got to go shopping this week. So actually today, hopefully I got dude, it's just like I'm out of paper towels. I'm out of like toilet paper. Well, I bought a little bit of toilet paper, but it's like I'm on my last roll of paper towels. It's just one of those weeks where, after being away for almost 2 weeks, I got to catch up. So I didn't even watch the beginning of this because the reason I went into it is because somebody told me that like the hotel called her while she was there and they're like, yeah, you were supposed to check out. So she's like, oh, I got 2 different reservations. Who knows? So I was like, and I wanted to see that. So I'm like scrolling through. And so I didn't even watch this whole beginning part. I think I started it halfway through her stream. So I don't even know what was all said, in the beginning, but we'll check it out.
Amber. Hey, Christina. A bit muffled, low, but not too bad. I could put on my headset.
Let me fast forward this because we don't need to watch her looking for all this bullshit.
I'm so glad.
Oh look, Laura's an air traffic controller. How nice. She's landing planes while she's on vacation.
So I still gotta get Annie's out. I haven't sent Annie's out yet. Hey, Georgia. So okay.
No, you're too busy grifting to send your fucking orders out, Laura. You're too busy grifting.
It's cold here. Very cold. It was amazing seeing her. This is the good stuff. I'm probably gonna end up crying. I should have taken my makeup off first. It's been amazing seeing her.
I've never seen somebody that has to always announce that they're gonna cry all the time. Why do you have to let everybody? I'm gonna end up crying. Okay, guys, just prepare yourselves because I'm gonna end up crying. I didn't watch this whole beginning part. I kind of like skipped to the middle and I heard a little bit.
But she is very sick and it's hard.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Thank you, Lanky.
She loved the gift. She loved the shirt. I met her brother, her sister.
I will think of you next time I wipe my butt. No, thank you, Lanky. Appreciate that. Oh joy. Jeez, I don't even know what I'm saying. I got a really bad headache. Right, not bad, but I got a headache.
Her little nephew who's so cute. I got plenty of videos of them kissing and him running up to her and kissing.
So yeah, Laura was like all these. Laura was making all these shorts yesterday of her, to put out there to make it, because she's got to exploit the shit out of everybody to the fullest, and not only just exploit the shit out of everybody, but exploit her good deeds to everybody.
It never done.
How great of a friend she is, She brought her to Red Lobster, the most fucking finest restaurant in the world, Red Lobster.
She had never gone to Red Lobster. So I said, well, that's it. That's where we're going. We're going to Red Lobster.
It's like, yeah, we're going to McDonald's.
So we go to Red Lobster. I told her, get whatever you want. It doesn't matter. So she ordered an appetizer of mussels. She chowed them down faster than I've ever seen. And then told me she never even had mussels before. I said, well, I guess you like them. She had her soup, my soup, a couple of rack shrimp, and then she...
By the way, Laura, when you're eating mussels, it's spelled Mussels. Okay, it's not the same mussels like the type we have in our bodies. It's Mussels, mussels. It's an animal. It's a fish.
She had the ultimate, which had lobster tail, which she never had before. And like,
I honestly don't care about this, so I'm just gonna fast forward.
On YouTube, she's like, "Oh my God, Diane's on." I said, "Why do you listen to these people?" So she goes through the whole list of everybody she listens to. I'm like, "You're crazy." I was like, "I don't listen to half of them."
Bullshit.
And then,
Marcy, congratulations! That's so awesome. Woo! That's so exciting. Congratulations.
She's like, "Oh my God, you got to hear this."
Did I spell it wrong? Mussels. No, I think I spelled it right. Did I say LES? Oh, geez.
So she plays me MM. And then she starts to cry.
Okay, so here we go. Laura's going to start manipulating everybody in her audience. Jonice played MM. And then she started to cry.
And she starts to cry due to a comment that Wag said.
And dude, I just had to apologize if you're wearing earbuds right now. The cotton mouth that is occurring in this live is literally on like a fucking, 10 plus. Okay. It's bad. So please, if you cannot take mouth sounds, yeah, you're going to deal with it. Sorry.
And it really twisted me, like really twisted me.
Of course.
And the reason why it twisted me so bad is because, it's all fun and games, harassing someone, obsessing over someone. It's all fun and
harassing someone, obsessing over someone. Okay.
Games until somebody gets fucking hurt.
So she's going to now start using Jonice as a shield. Okay. So now me as a grown-ass woman, I have to walk on eggshells because Jonice, another grown-ass woman, is choosing to watch me. Okay. So, let me edit myself for Jonice, who's choosing to watch me. Now, no offense to Jonice, because I honestly do wish her the best. And I really do feel, my heart goes out to her for what she's going through right now, what her family's going through. So like, please don't take it that way. But at the same time, she is a grown-ass woman. She is choosing to watch me. I don't think it's any secret that I talk shit about Laura. So if that's going to upset you, why would you watch me? I'm not going to sit here and edit myself because, somebody might watch my video. Like, fuck that. I'm a grown-ass woman, and Laura's not going to use this woman to manipulate me. That's for damn sure. Okay?
And she got really hurt. And now, don't get me wrong. We all know Jonice is sensitive, and we all know that she cries a lot. But this was over the...
No, Laura, you're sensitive. Your skin is thin.
Top wrong. And the lies that were coming out of MM's mouth, I made a community post about it. But
okay, so Laura, you always do this. You're like, oh, the lies that were coming out of her mouth, but you never specify exactly what the lies are. What did I exactly lie about? Give me one example of something that I lied about. Because anybody could just say, oh, well, somebody lied. And, but you're just so general. Like, exactly what was I lying about yesterday? I'm just curious because you could never give an example. You just say that people lie, but you never say what they lie about. And then of course, you're not going to take it to the next step and like prove that the person's lying. I mean, but you can't even say what they're lying about. You just are like, yeah, they're lying about me. The general fucking blanket statement that somebody's lying about you.
As I'm driving back to the hotel, it's really bothering me. And I'm sitting there like, what the hell is wrong with you? It seems the only part that I heard.
I didn't hear this whole entire part.
Was MM said something like, oh, why isn't she there? I thought she was getting money to go to a hotel last night.
Okay, Laura, so you're just proving that I don't stalk you like you said, okay? Because I had no idea whether you had left or not, because I was actually busy this whole weekend. I was away, and you were the last thing on my mind while I was away this weekend. I wasn't worried about what you were doing or thinking. So, Monday morning when we went back on YouTube, and let me just tell you something, I probably wouldn't have even ended up fucking discussing you yesterday. But you see what happens is every time I'm not discussing you, every time I'm talking about another topic, somebody from your fucking group comes in, whether it's you or somebody from your group, comes in my chat, starts trolling, and tries to get me to start talking about you. Okay? And that's exactly what happened yesterday.
And I thought she was driving and going on this whole rant. Bitch, I drove fucking over.
I didn't really rant, Laura. I was just asking where you were. Oh my God, pause game on point. Hold on. Hold on. Look at this pause. Hold on, let me make this bigger for you guys. Stop biting me, Ovi. Stop. All right, enough. I just pet you for like 10 minutes. You need to go lay down. Hold on a second. Hold on. Oh, how do I make this bigger? How do I do it? How do I do it? All right. Look at that pause. Look at that pause. I mean, come on. Come on. All right. Stop. Oop. Stop. Oh my God. Here we go. All right.
10 hours yesterday. I got a hotel last night. You want to see my fucking receipt?
No, Laura. I don't think we need to go that far. You're clearly with Jonice. Okay. You proved it. You know what's so funny though? If she actually would have listened to my live yesterday, I was actually saying that like I don't think Laura would lie about going there because you know that would get her canceled off of YouTube, and we know she can't afford to do that. So,
and for the last month or so, other than making comments about their dog, I kind of just ignore them. I'm like, whatever, I don't give a fuck.
Wait, what? Was that fucking real life? She kind of just ignores me. Laura, do I have to go on your channel and look at all the videos that you have addressed to me and the community posts? Yeah, you kind of just ignored me. So, making a comment about my dog? What the fuck are you talking about?
But to see Jonice hurt, to see Jonice so hurt by what was going on, my question is, move on.
Laura, that's not a question, dude. She's like, my question is, move on. No, Laura, that's a statement, okay? A question would start with who, what, where, when, why, or how. I know you don't know this simple English, but yeah, that's how that works.
The fact that you're sitting there lying, why are you even talking about Jonice? Why are you even bringing up Jonice? Just tell me why.
To be honest with you, Laura, I didn't even bring Jonice up. I believe somebody in my chat did. I'd have to go back and double check this, but I'm pretty sure somebody in my chat was, you know, the one that brought her up to begin with about you going there.
And the whole way back to the hotel, I'm like, what a fucking bitch. It's like, why are
Wow, Laura, so you sat there in the car thinking about me? Like, girl, for somebody who's like not so who calls me the obsessed person, yeah, you do certainly do a lot of thinking about me, huh?
you worried about everything I do, Tell me, are you that obsessed? Like,
yeah, Laura, I'm not obsessed.
Let's say, argument's sake, let's say I lied, okay? Let's say I lied about the whole thing and I made the entire thing up.
She wouldn't have even had to go on this entire fucking rant if she actually would have just listened to the fucking whole entire live. Where I started off because I didn't know had she gone or not. And then somebody in my chat said she went. And then I was like, you know, people in chat were suggesting that maybe she lied. And I was like, well, you know, to be honest with you, I don't think that Laura would lie about this. So.
And Jonice doesn't, was fine. And I wasn't coming to see her. And I lied about the whole thing. What does that have to do with you? Just tell me.
Laura, you put this out on a public platform. So everybody that could watch you could comment on it.
Why are you tracking my every fucking step? And don't tell me you're not, because you are. So I want to know what I have to do with you. Why the fuck can't you move on? You are an obsessed stalker. And I looked into harassment laws in New York, and you do file under a I think it's class C misdemeanor, if there's no fear. But then you have a whole chat line, and you have a whole chat on, oh, she was just doing.
She looked up the stalking law, the harassment laws in New York, and it's a class C misdemeanor. You know what, Laura? Why don't you fucking send the cops over to my fucking house and have me arrested for that? Let's see how that fucking goes for you.
So she was just doing that. She was just grifting. But why do you care? You don't donate to me. So why do you care? Tell me.
Because apparently talking about somebody and giving your fucking opinion about their website is illegal now. I don't know if you guys knew this, but it's illegal now.
Tell me why you care. Tell me why, if I was to rob my entire community, which I'm not, but if I was to rob my entire community and made up the entire story about Jonice, why do you care?
Laura, why did you? This is really fucking rich coming from her. Okay, Laura, why did you care when Diane did what she did? Why did you fucking go on and on and on for a year? Did you donate to Diane? Did you give Diane money for St. Jude's? Why did you fucking care? Honestly, why did you fucking care? Why do I care? Because I hate seeing people take advantage of. That's why I fucking care. That's exactly why I care. Why do I also care? I hate seeing people being exploited. That's another reason why I fucking care. Okay. I don't care who it was. I don't care if it's Jonice. I don't care if it's anybody. But you know what? I do have a little kind of place in my heart for Jonice in a sense because I do think she's a nice person. You know, I think she's a good person. I think she has a good heart. And yeah, Laura, you're totally fucking using her. I mean, it's blatantly obvious to anybody with fucking eyes besides some of the people in your chat. But thank you, Orange Butterfly. I appreciate that. But yeah, you're totally exploiting her, and that bothers me. Okay. Being that I had two parents that died from cancer as well. If some stranger off the internet did what you did to them, what you're doing, collected money for themselves and used it, yeah, that would bother me, Laura. So you know what? If you don't want people commenting on your behavior and the things that you do, stop fucking exploiting people. Stop putting it out on the internet and then people won't have anything to say about it.
None of your people donate to me. None of
You never donated to Diane.
your people care. You don't donate to me. So please tell me why this is your concern.
It's my concern because you put it out on the internet, Laura. And you're just you just constantly fucking use people, okay? Because this isn't the first time you've done this, something like this, okay? That's why I care. Because I've been on the receiving end of the people who have given you money, more money than you actually fucking deserve, and regret doing so. And having to hear those people and how upset they are and how much you hurt them. That's why I care.
Again, I took Phoenix to Nashville yesterday. Got there at like 2 o'clock, and then drove here. And I drove until what time did I get in? Around midnight.
Why the fuck does she have to drive all the way to Nashville to drop her kid off at an airport? Is that the closest airport to her? That seems kind of far away.
And I checked into my hotel.
Congratulations, Laura.
How dare you? Like, seriously, how dare you? And
how dare you comment on things on the internet? It's like, okay.
The anger in your voice about what a scammer I am.
The anger in my voice. Oh my God, dude.
I'm sorry. I didn't know that I needed to check in with you every step of the way.
Laura, you never have to check in with me, ever. So I don't know why you think that. That's kind of fucking weird that you think that. But yeah, you don't have to check in with me. You don't even have to do that because you put everything out on a fucking public platform, dude. Like, what the fuck?
Next time I go somewhere, I'll be sure to check in with you. However, I do have a question for you, MM. How many times have you gone to...
Look, I have a question for you. What do you tell your nail girl when you get your nails done? Do you tell her to do duck nails on purpose? Are you like, hey, could you flare my nails out at the end so they look like little duck bills? That's my question. I'm just your sidewall should be like parallel. You know what I'm saying? Like the extension should be parallel to your sidewall. It shouldn't flare out at the end.
To see Purple Rain? Wag, my question.
Oh, here we go. I did hear this little thing last night where she tried to now use my sick friend against me. Okay? Because that's what Laura does. She always has to fucking pull her fucking pants down and show her ass. Laura, do you realize that Purple Rain does not live within driving distance? I mean, her and I really couldn't get any more opposite side of the country. I'm not gonna dox where she lives, but we live on the exact opposite sides of the country. We're in two different completely fucking time zones. Okay. I'm in the Eastern time zone and she's all the way in the Western time zone, Laura. So it would be very hard for me to just, jump in a car, ask a bunch of strangers on the internet to give me money to go get a plane ticket or something, because it would be very expensive for me to go see her. And I have a life too, Laura. Like I have a kid that, I'm away almost every weekend, in case you haven't fucking noticed. So I would love to go see my friend Purple Rain. It's just kind of hard, Laura. She lives on the exact opposite side of the country. I mean, the only way we could get further apart is if I moved to like fucking Maine or something. But we live on complete opposite sides of the country. So it's really not feasible for me to go see her right now. but I would love to.
For you as well. How many?
Why? What does Purple Rain have to do with anything? See, Laura, this just shows that Laura looks at people like objects. She's like, Jonice is my token sick friend. Makeup Mobster, did you go to see your token sick friend? Like, that's how she looks at people. Why do you even have to bring Purple Rain into this? She has nothing to do with this. And no, I don't exploit my friend. That's the other part of it, Laura. I don't exploit my friend and her illness. Okay. If she wants to share certain details about her illness here, then that's her business. I don't do that.
Many times have you gone to see Purple Rain? You know, because you're so busy in my business. Why don't you go see your own friend? Why don't you stop worrying about mine?
Why don't you suck that fucking dick vape again, girl?
But she's
I'm sorry. She picks that thing up. Like, she's so angry. Like, did you guys hear the intensity? Hold on, we gotta go back. Listen to the intensity on that thing right there. I think she just blew through like the little fucking coil that's in there with that one. Look. Fucking intensity on that shit. Oh my god, I fucking hate those things. I'm sorry. They're so fucking. I would be so embarrassed to carry that thing around with me, like, and be seen with it. I don't know. It's too big. When I vape, I smoke the little fucking views, like the little tiny one, because it doesn't make a noise like that. First of all, the noise would drive me insane. But like, that thing is ridiculous, Laura. Quit smoking already. Fucking A. Thing's so stupid. Sounds like you're in a fucking iron lung. It's like, what is that thing?
But she's not even the worst of it. Jonice started crying and said, I thought Wag was my friend.
So here we go. You know, we're going to manipulate using Jonice's emotions to everybody, not just me, but Wag too. Dude, Wag literally, I think, left like 2 comments in my chat. And like, that was it. And he did not even say anything about Jonice. He said something about Laura being in a hotel room. And he was literally in here for like less than a minute, I think. Okay. I wasn't, I didn't see every comment, but like, I remember seeing him in here for maybe a total of like, I don't know. I'm going to stretch it 2 minutes. and a whole live spawned off of Wag being in my chat for 2 minutes.
And why would he say these things? So
why would he say these things? Like what? Laura's in a dank fucking hotel room or something like that. That's why I went and looked at her community post, because I didn't even know she made a community post. So I go over and we're like, oh yeah, she's in the, she's in the thing. Why would Wog say these things? Are you serious, Laura? She did not say that. I mean, come on, dude. Jonice was not living under a rock. She knows that Wog hasn't liked you for like the last how many fucking years? Why would Wog say these things? Gosh, just stop, dude. Stop using this poor girl to manipulate everybody. She even asked why Wog hasn't come to me. You don't do lives. Oh, why he hasn't come to visit you, Purple Rain? Oh my God. I don't know where Wog lives. Oh, he lives in Cali, right? I think like it would be easier for him to come see you, but like you live on the total opposite side of the country from me. It's not like I could just jump in my car and go there. It would be like a very big trip. Although I'd love to come to see you. But I got a kid and everything too. It's kind of hard, Laura. I got a young kid. You could leave your kids at home, Laura. I can't just like up and leave people, my life to go visit YouTube friends. I just don't have that luxury in life right now. I would love to, maybe when my son gets older, I could do that. But my son's kind of dependent on me right now.
Again, I'm going to point this out because I know that some people are slow and some people need to hear things slow. Nobody in my chat, but obviously.
And we also need to read them slow. Remember? And she's like, I'll write this slowly for you, like as if we could tell how she's writing it, how fast she's writing something.
The ones that are going to re-listen to it. Wag, your obsession with me is as bad as MM. I'm not sure who's more obsessed. You are.
Dude, like this is so rich. I'm gonna show you guys. There's another creator, way bigger creator, okay, who like is turning into a locale right now because of the videos that she's making. I'm gonna show you guys this after we go over this, if I remember, because ADHD and all. But it's just these people like I just don't get it when they're like people are obsessed with me. It's like, dude, you're in a community. The community has operated the same fucking way for the last 5 years, Laura. Where the fuck have you been? Where have you been, dude? You know, everybody watches each other. That's the community. That's what we do here. Everybody does it. You do it. You know, you go live and talk about Queen Bee every fucking chance you get. So why are you not? You know, by your own definition, you're a stalker and an obsessed weirdo and all whatever the fuck else you call everybody else. I mean, you know, but this is a typical fucking narcissistic move on Laura's part. You know, she loves to call everybody else narcissists. Well, Laura, I mean, you thinking that people are obsessed and stalking you like you're that fucking important when in reality, all they're doing is watching your public shit, dude. I mean, come on. Get the fuck out of here.
Her for different reasons.
Who's the YouTuber Ice Queen? It's what's her name? Oh my god, Jessica Kent.
Vlad, I know that you're a narcissist that only thinks.
What did I just fucking say, dude? What did I just say? Laura, literally every single person that does not like her, she has labeled them a narcissist. Queen Bee's a narcissist. I'm a narcissist. Who else? Betty Bullhorn's a narcissist. She probably is. It's probably the only place that she's right. I mean, literally everybody. Literally every fucking person that doesn't like Laura is a narcissist in her eyes.
Of themselves, okay? But Jonice, I'll put it to you like this.
The only person that's making this about Jonice is Laura. Like, you know, Jonice is obviously part of the story because Laura's going to see her and she's grifting off of her. But like, nobody's talking about Jonice. Just to make that clear, nobody's talking badly about Jonice. But, you know, Laura's trying to use her. And she does this all the time. You know, she's using Jonice's emotions to manipulate everybody. It's so sick.
If Jonice sees her 40th birthday, I will change my mind about God. Okay?
Here we go again. These fucking weird deals. Laura, nobody gives a flying fuck. Okay. I know I certainly don't. If you believe in God or not, I really don't fucking care because guess what? Your beliefs do not affect my life in any fucking way, shape, or form. I know what I believe. That's all that matters for me. Okay. I know what I believe. So I don't care if you change your mind or believe in God, or it doesn't matter. It's not going to change anything in anybody else's life. And here we go. Let's use God to manipulate people now.
If she makes it to October to see 40, I will come back here for that party and I will fucking go to temple. I will be a believer.
And you will, did she just say she'll go to temple? What? Okay. Anyway, Laura, yeah. And before she goes to that party, she's going to make sure she grifts for the money to get there.
Okay. And I mean that wholeheartedly.
Yeah. I mean, you probably should have asked the people at the front desk if they had bottled water in the fridge, if that room even has a fridge, but just saying.
Jonice's days are numbered, okay? It's not a
That's really nice for you to talk about her like that, Laura.
secret. She told everybody, we all know. One of Jonice's wishes was to meet me, and now I found out to go to Red Lobster, was to meet me and spend some time with me. And of course, my obsessed haters had to run their mouth. And I wouldn't have seen it if she hadn't seen it.
Well, Laura, you know what? Just putting this out there, okay? But since you know how YouTube operates after 5 years of it operating the same fucking way, okay? Maybe, just maybe, if you really just wanted to go see your friend because you really cared about her and you didn't want everybody commenting on it, how about this? I know this is a fucking crazy concept for you. How about just not announcing it on YouTube? How about just not telling the whole entire world that, you know, that you're going to go see your friend? How about just going there and seeing her? Oh, but wait, you can't do that because you didn't have money to do it. So you needed YouTube. You needed YouTube to go even see your friend to begin with. You needed to use YouTube because you didn't have the money to go see your friend. So you had to grift the money to get there. And then you're going to sit here and complain when people have something to say about it. Get the fuck out of here.
And I don't know exactly what Wag said, but it hurt her. And I know that
Wait, that directly contradicts what you just said 5 minutes ago.
it bothers her that he says, oh, my cancer is fake and blah, blah, blah. That bothers her too, but not as much as whatever was said in the comments. And again, I didn't see it. I don't know what was said, but she did start crying.
So wait a second. Let me get this straight. She started crying in front of Laura. And at no point, as a good friend to her, did Laura say, what's got you so upset, Jonice? Why are you crying about this? What did he say? At no point did she ask these questions, right? Okay, Laura, I kind of need to put my fucking waders on because the bullshit's getting deep right here. It's getting deep.
I don't get why people can't think for 1 second about somebody else. Maybe, just maybe, keep your fucking mouth shut.
Maybe, just maybe, fucking no, Laura, because you're not my mom and you're not gonna fucking tell me what to do, okay? So the more you tell me to keep my mouth shut, the more I'm gonna open it up because you don't fucking control me, dude. I don't know if you realize that.
Especially about Jonice.
I didn't say anything bad about Jonice, Laura, but you know what? You're the one. Nobody, and I repeat, nobody and I'm going to go back a couple months. Nobody on this platform, on this, I hate using this, but side of the community, okay, would ever even fucking mention that girl's name if her friends didn't keep throwing her into the drama all the time. Nobody here would even be talking about that girl. I wouldn't even be thinking about her, talking about her, nothing. I wouldn't even, I mean, to be quite honest with you, I wouldn't even know, what she was doing if her friends didn't keep throwing her fucking name into the middle of the drama all the time, starting with Wendy V and Tracy and Corey, and now you. Nobody here would even mention her. So don't act like we just started, attacking this woman or something. Get the fuck out of here.
Wag, worry more about your girlfriend and your sobriety than worrying about me. I understand you can't.
So here we go. Laura's going to gaslight everybody and fucking tell them what they should be worrying about. Laura, why don't you worry about spending time with your sick friends, since we're going to tell people what to worry about, okay? And fixing your fucking website that you are scamming people on, telling them that they're getting a sale for a 7-ounce fucking candle when all your other 7-ounce candles are $25. You mark the dollar, sorry, can't talk. You mark it up by $5 only to drop it down and make it the same price as all your other 7-ounce candles. Why don't you focus on fixing that shit?
Yeah.
I mean, since we're giving advice out here.
But there's a time and place that you just don't cross that line. And this was one of them.
Okay, Laura.
Not only Jonice read it to me. Like, we were sitting there. And I thought she was listening to Diane. But she, like I said, she read off.
Wait, so let me get this straight. While you guys were hanging out, she was sitting there listening to me and watching WOG. Like, Laura, what the fuck? Why weren't you keeping her like more entertained than that? Jesus.
A whole list of everybody she talks to.
You paid all this money to go there so you guys could sit there and watch me? Okay, that's fucking weird.
I mean, everyone she listens to, and I just laughed. But why? Jonice can't go to a bar and go partying. Jonice can't, like I was asking her, is there a lake we can go to?
She's going to keep using all the things that Jonice can't do to manipulate everybody.
She can't walk around somewhere. She's very sick. So she has YouTube, and she listens to a lot of YouTube.
Okay, Laura. Well, unfortunately, YouTube shouldn't, I feel bad for what she's going through 100%. Okay. But YouTube shouldn't have to change itself. You shouldn't expect a bunch of strangers to fucking change themselves and walk on eggshells because there's a person who's choosing to go around and upset herself and listen to all these people talking about people that she cares about. I mean, come on, dude. Seriously? This is so ridiculous. So ridiculous.
And of course, Jenny, because he's a loser. It is a great visit. Don't get me wrong. Hey, Debbie. But it saddens me.
And why are you making me and WOG the focus of your visit? I mean, really?
She's got to see this. Now, in all fairness, if I was going back and forth.
But Laura, in all fairness, she's choosing to see this. She's the one who's watching it. Why wouldn't you as a friend tell her, you know what, Jonice, if that upsets you, don't watch it. No, you're going to sit here and expect complete strangers to change themselves. Okay.
With these people, and she just happens to see it, I can't say anything. She couldn't say anything. But I'm not going back and forth with these people. Don't pretend I'm
not going back and forth with these people. I'm just going to go live, address them, do community posts, address them, but I'm not going to go back and forth with them.
Like you care about Jonice, because we know you don't. So don't.
Laura, I don't know Jonice. I care about the situation she's going through, so don't fucking tell me what I care about, what I don't care about. But it's pretty disgusting what you're doing.
Don't act like
I care about more than just Jonice. I care about the people as a whole. I know you don't understand that because you completely lack empathy and you don't even know what that is. But I try to put myself in other people's shoes, and it does bother me to see people getting scammed out of money because you need to go on a trip to go see your friend.
This is about her, because it's not about her. It's your obsession with me. You don't have to like me. You absolutely
I don't like you.
do not have to like me.
Oh, thank you for giving me permission, Laura. Thank you.
I will never tell you you have to like me. But when I'm visiting a terminally ill friend, you don't sit there and try to change a narrative so you can get super chats.
Oh, wow. Talk about trying to change a narrative over here. I mean, really, I didn't get any super chats yesterday, Laura. Just to let you know, I don't think I got any super chats yesterday. So yeah, you're kind of wrong about that. But did I go live and try to see? You're the one. This is what's so funny about this. Laura's the one making money off of her sick friend, and now she's trying to spin it and make it like, oh, I'm trying to make the money. It's like, wow, Laura, you're fucking sick, dude.
It is disgusting. Wag, same thing to you.
Also, she needs to quit lying and saying we knew Purple Rain couldn't get a transplant when she didn't even know I could have kidney failure for 14 years. Yeah. Here, let's pin that one to the fucking screen. Let's pin that one. How come it's not pinning? Hold on. All right, there we go.
Can you not allow Jonice's visit with me? Because if you cared about Jonice, you would just say, it's really nice Laura's there. Or, I wonder.
You know what? I did say it would be really nice if Laura just went there and out of the kindness of her heart and paid for it herself. But she had to grift money first.
What they're doing, I don't know, something. And again, when have you gone to see Purple Rain? Like, when have you gone to see a friend? Doesn't matter who pays for it. When have you gone to see your friend?
Of course, it doesn't matter who pays for it, Laura, in your eyes. But if I were to go see my friend who lives on the complete opposite side of the country from me, Laura, in 3 time zones away, I certainly would not expect other people to pay for it for me. I would just go see her because I would just want to go see her. I wouldn't expect other people to pay my way there.
Never. You didn't even know that she couldn't get a transplant. We all knew that, but you didn't know that.
Laura knew that. Laura didn't know that she even had kidney failure, but she knew. She said that. She didn't even know she had kidney failure, but now she knew that Purple Rain couldn't get a transplant. Well, I'm not gonna here's the thing that Laura and her fucking idiot friends don't about that. Me and Purple Rain, we talk about her personal medical stuff for years now behind the scenes. Okay. I've heard her doctor's appointments. I've seen her medical paperwork. Okay. Unlike you, Laura, I'm not here to put my friend's personal business out and exploit all her personal business and give you all the reasons for why things happen and don't happen or all that kind of shit. Because it's not my business to share all that shit on the internet. Okay. So you have no idea the discussions that her and I have had personally, or why things can happen or why things can happen. And I'm not about to put her personal business out just to prove you wrong. So if you want to think that, you go ahead and think that. I know, and she knows what we discuss behind the scenes. And that's only 2 people that actually do need to know that. Okay. I know more about her medical shit than probably anybody else on the internet does. Probably most of her friends in her personal life, because that was part of the whole reason that her and I connected to begin with, was because she watched my series. My mom had kidney failure and she's going through the same thing. So it's a very big topic of our friendship talking about that. So you have no fucking idea what you're even talking about, Laura, but nice try. But again, I'm not going to use my sick friend as a shield or to exploit her for sympathy, or I'm not going to, I don't do that. That's the difference between you and I. Okay. I actually care about my friends. So I keep the things that her and I discuss in confidence, and they're going to stay that way. It's going to stay that way always. So.
But you're her good friend.
Because, going to visit somebody, right? Collecting money and then saying that you're going to give the scraps that are left over. Going to visit somebody is the only way that you could be a good friend, right, Laura? Laura didn't even know how old she was, nothing. But, she's a great friend. Laura, when's Jonice's birthday?
Am I yelling?
So, okay, this is where the part where she happened to be talking about Purple Rain last night. That's like where I landed, like 2 seconds before that.
Hello? Hi. What?
Listen to how rude she is to the person at the front desk at this fucking dank motel.
Is this what? Yeah. Tomorrow's my checkout. What? What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Like, who talks to the person at the front desk like that? I would be like, wait, excuse me? Like, what happened here? You know, like, I'm sorry. Could you repeat yourself? Like, what are you talking about? She's so fucking, she's just lacks class. All right.
I'm here till tomorrow morning. Yes. I paid for 2 nights. It's 2 different reservations. Yes. Thank you.
Oh no, I definitely got sick to my stomach listening, Alexandra. I listened for a little bit last night and then I had to turn her off because I was just like, I can't with this fucking one anymore.
Okay. I thought she was yelling at me like I was too loud. I thought she was going to say, you have to be quiet. I got nervous. No, she's like, you have to check out. What are you talking about? I paid for tonight. It's 2 different reservations.
Why would you make 2 different reservations? That's so weird. Oh, I know why. Because, you know, one sub had to give you money for the first night, and then another sub had to give you money for the second night. I got you.
Because I paid for last night when I got here, and then I paid for tonight. I paid a week ago.
What?
Colleen, because it's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. It's unfair. It's not fair to Jonice. Why can't
All right. See, again, Laura, it is fair to Jonice because, again, Jonice is, you know, a grown ass woman and, you know, she should be, she does have YouTube, you're right, but she should use her YouTube time that she has to watch things that make her happy. You know, she's choosing to watch things that upset her. And I'm sorry, that's not my problem. You know, if there's something that upsets me, I don't sit there and watch it. So, I mean, I'm not going to sit here walking on eggshells because you want to use this girl and her illness to manipulate everybody. It's not going to happen, Laura. Like the more she does things like this, it's what contributes to why people keep calling her ass out. Because you're not going to sit there and use some sick woman to manipulate me, Laura, and my behavior. You're not going to do that to me.
Can't you just shut up about me? You don't have to like me. And then you got WAG all up in there. Why?
All up in there for literally like a minute and 50 seconds, Laura. Like, come on.
Is there not enough people to talk about on?
Why does she care if WAG comes in my chat? That's a good question too. Why does it matter if WAG comes in my chat or doesn't come in my chat? Like, what does it matter? Why are you so triggered? There was like 100 other people in my chat yesterday, but who does she focus on? WAG. It's like, okay.
YouTube? Oh, Remy's an asshole. Not my Remy. Remy REMI is an asshole.
What did Remy do?
Hey, Chronicles. Yeah, no, not this Remy. There's another Remy.
Bro, I haven't seen ceiling tiles in a hotel in ages.
Morgs, I agree. It's every single live. But when Jonice played me the part of what she played.
Why do we have to cater to Jonice? Please explain me why this grown-ass woman is yelling to the world why we cannot talk. Wait, why we cannot talk about other grown-ass women? It's fucking insane. Stop manipulating. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, the anger in MM's voice. Oh my God.
Did anybody think I was angry yesterday? Like, I don't know, man. Maybe my voice, because it's kind of like deep and manly sounding. I don't know. Maybe it comes off angry sounding, but like, I'm never angry, Laura. I'm fucking laughing at you because you're such a fucking clown.
God, I thought she was going to a hotel today, but again, I didn't know I had to track my every move. I didn't know that someone was tracking my every move. But if they were, they would know that I spent fucking.
Well, Laura, that you just like contradict everything you say about me because you're like, oh, you're a stalker. Well, if I was stalking you really, Laura, wouldn't I have known already that you went to the hotel? I mean, clearly I didn't fucking know yesterday. So, because I really don't give a shit about you as much as you really think I do. But here we go, you know, kind of proving that that's the case.
Over 10 hours driving.
I'm tracking her every move, but I didn't know that you went there. I didn't know whether or not, and you just proved that.
Yesterday. I'm just, and I was going to ignore it. I really was. I'm like, you know what? Just ignore it.
You don't ignore anything, but okay.
It's MM. She's an asshole. Blah, blah, blah. I'm
definitely an asshole. Or like, I can't disagree with you. That's probably the only true thing that you said during this whole entire life. I am definitely an asshole. You know, I'll fucking own that shit.
Stress out over it. It's not worth getting upset over. But you know what?
It's not worth getting upset over, but you went live about it. You said you thought about it on your whole drive back to the hotel, and then you even had to make a community post about it. So, yeah, you sound like you're kind of upset about it.
It is worth getting upset over because Jonice was upset. That's why.
Here we go. I'm not saying she's lying, but she's lying. I don't think Jonice was that upset about it. I think she's just using Jonice to manipulate everybody. Because when I was friends with Laura, she used to do shit like this all the time. You know, like she would just like she would she would just like claw at somebody. Oh, here you go. I'm just gonna pluck this person out. You know, you're upsetting this person. Just like she did. Remember when like something was going on? I don't remember exactly what. And you know, she said that Tracy's cancer had returned, which was a lie, a total lie. So she basically just grabbed Tracy. She's like, who do I know that has cancer right now? Yeah, I'm gonna use you. Tracy's cancer returned. She used that to manipulate people into like not talking about her, whatever the situation was, whatever it was that she needed or wanted at the time. She used Tracy's situation to manipulate everybody. You know, so I don't think Jonice was really crying or that upset about it. Okay. I think she's kind of exaggerating here a little tiny fucking bit.
Hold on.
Oh my God. They called again. I didn't
Hello?
see this part. This is when I turned her off. They called her again, dude. This is great.
Okay. I understand. Have a good day. Bye. Phew. Hey, Squirrel. That scared me.
What are you talking about?
And what Amber wrote. It's disrespectful to Jonice, especially knowing how much she cares about you and all she's going. Thank you. Well said, Amber.
So now you have all the idiots in her chat repeating this manipulative bullshit. It's disrespectful to Jonice. Like, dude, no disrespect to Jonice. Okay, I'm not trying to disrespect Jonice at all. That's not my intention. I think I have more respect for her than Laura actually does, because you know I'm not the one grifting off of her. But anyway, I mean, I'm not trying to disrespect Jonice by talking about Laura. Like, Jonice isn't even, honestly, she's the last thing in my mind. The only reason she's even involved in this situation is because she just happens to be the person that Laura is using to grift off of this time, you know, but it could be anybody. I mean, insert friend with, you know, whatever traumatic illness or whatever, and Laura will use them in any way she can.
And that's what I'm saying. Even if you don't like me, respect Jonice.
I do respect Jonice, Laura. I don't bother her. I don't talk about her badly or anything like that. So fucking tell me I'm
Like, why can't you just respect Jonice and just shut the fuck up about me? But
this is just so disgusting how she's using Jonice's feelings to try to manipulate everybody for her own gain. This is all for Laura's gain. Stop talking about me. It's disrespectful to Jonice. So like, dude, that's a fucking class A manipulator right there. It reminds me of the time when we were all friends, okay? We were all friends. It was me, it was Laura. It's like way back in the day. I'm talking like 2019 shit, okay? And Laura made a stupid decision to befriend Molly Golightly. So she invites Molly Golightly and Pink on her panel. And Pink did not like Molly Golightly, okay? At all. At all. And Pink was like, what the fuck? Because Laura just put her name in a title. Okay, like here's the live, like, and didn't even inform Pink. So when Pink finally caught wind of it, you know, because people were texting her and blowing up her phone and like, yo, you're going live with Molly Golightly tonight. Laura puts her in this like kind of compromising position, and Pink was like, what the fuck? So she tells Laura, she's like, you know, I have to work tonight. I'm a nurse, you know, I have an important job. I have to kind of work tonight. She had to do like overtime or double shift or something like that. Laura writes to her, if you love me, you'll do it. And I'm like, yo, that's so fucking manipulative to say that. You know, like because Laura wanted the views and everything by having Molly Golightly on her panel, because at that time it was like, you know, she was like the most highly controversial person, you know, and so like that's what she writes to Pink. If you love me, you'll do it. That's a fucking manipulator right there. That's what a manipulator does. That's all Laura doesn't know how to get her way without manipulating people. She really just doesn't. It's not like, hey, let me change my behavior. It's like, let me fucking manipulate everybody. Let me do whatever I can to tug at people's heartstrings and manipulate the way they think.
And then you have a whole chat full of people. Oh, she's just grifting. She's just this. She's just, again, what if I was the biggest scammer on YouTube? You know what? If I was a big scammer, I'd have 700 people in here. I see it all over YouTube.
What? Wait, what? That did not make sense, Laura, but okay. Oh my God.
Every fucking scammer in this community. Huge views. Every single one of them. It's fucking mind blowing.
Wait, so Laura, why do you care about those scammers and how many people they have in their chat? Because, you know, we're not supposed to care if other people are scamming, right? As long as we don't give them our money, we're not supposed to care that other people out there are getting scammed. But all you do is talk about how everybody else is scamming everybody else.
They don't. They cut off. So I clipped them myself.
Why?
My trip is going good, Sassy. Morgue's way bigger.
Did Laura cut herself? Jesus.
Way bigger. That's what I'm saying. And yet, some of these people, me. Whatever.
Oh, so wait a second. Because Laura isn't the biggest scammer on YouTube, we can't talk about it, right? We can't talk about her fucking grift. We can only talk about the really big grifters. Oh my God.
I'm just over it. You know, and then I heard, just to address it, then I heard QB say, I didn't hear the actual clip.
Here we go.
So don't quote me.
Laura, this has nothing to do with QB. Let me just tell you guys how fucking talented I am because I'm filling up my cup with water right now through my fridge. And I was able to pause the video with my lip. That's fucking talent right there. Okay. Don't ever fucking tell me that I'm not talented on this platform and don't put out top-notch content. All right. Anyway, so yeah, QB has to come up. Has nothing to do with QB, but let's just bring her into the mix. Okay.
But I heard QB say something along the lines of, I will never co-sign the stuff Laura's done. What? Bitch, you've done 10 times worse than I've done.
So here we go with Laura and her blanket statements like, oh, MM's lying about me, never giving one example of what I've actually done or said that was a lie. Okay. Here's another just blanket statement. QB's done 10 times worse. Could you give us an example, Laura? Because I don't recall QB ever telling, you know, people, at least my kids are all alive. Things like that. I don't recall her ever saying some of the horrible shit that you said. I also don't recall her using sick people to try to manipulate other people into not talking about her. So yeah, please. I mean, just tell me what she's done that's worse than you.
Most of the things that you think are me.
Yeah, she still uses addict behavior and manipulation in almost everything. Her hustler ways have never changed. Yeah. It's so true. It's so fucking true.
Were never me, but carry on.
Carry on. All right, Laura. Thank you.
I'm just
everybody permission to move on with their lives and carry on. We need that.
I'm sick of the fucking harassment. Hey, Allie. Usually I'm meant to glide in a track. No, it's not. Jonice is all that matters. She was so happy. She is a sweetheart. And that's why when she cried, I got very upset.
I just go back to, I will never forget this, dude. You know, I go back to, I remember seeing, this was a while back, but I remember seeing Jonice in Laura's chat like a million times, like literally begging Laura to send her a candle. You know, like she would be like, oh, I wish I had money to afford one. I would love a candle. You know what I'm saying? Saying things like that. Laura would not send this girl a candle, dude. Like, really? I mean, dude, yes, you have to pay maybe $7 for shipping to ship Jonice a candle, you know, and take a little money out of your pocket and I waste one of your vessels and some of your fucking scent and whatever. I'm sure Laura has, you know, candles laying around that she could fucking send to somebody, you know? I mean, would it kill you to spend $20 on this girl when this was back when we found out that she was sick already? Okay. What she was going through. So Laura had to wait until somebody in her chat paid for a candle for Jonice until she would actually send her the candle. And I'm like, wow, man, that is just something else there, Laura. Something else. You know, but now all of a sudden she cares so much about her. Okay.
But I didn't want to do this in front of her. I certainly wasn't going to do it in front of her family, but it was fucking eating at me.
I would hope so. See, Laura, like you let this shit eat at you, like that's pretty fucking sad, dude. I don't let it eat at me. I mean, I laugh at it and shit, but I don't know if it eats at me emotionally. This place doesn't really get to me like that.
It's absolutely eating at me. especially when she cried over what Wog said. And again, I don't want to ask what Wog said. I don't know.
That's
But
so
here
weird.
he was, instead of being a man. And
Dude, I gotta go back to my chat because I don't even know what he could have said that would have gotten her so upset. But like, I just, that boggles my mind. It baffles me that Laura didn't even think to herself, well, shit, man, what the fuck did he say that got you this upset? Like, you didn't even think to ask that? I mean, that's just so weird.
getting a job. He was in and
Laura, he has a job, dude. You realize that people could be on their phones at work too, right, Laura? You know, people could go to work. Some people work from home. Some people have breaks at work. I mean, I know it's been a really long time since you've worked. It's been a long time since I worked, and I still remember this shit. I should say it's been an even longer time since I've worked, but I mean, I do remember being on my phone at work, Laura. Yes, 10 years ago. So, okay.
MM's chat because she's talking about me. I challenge her to go live.
I'm behind in the stream, but doesn't she know that with 2 reservations, she's meant to check out and then check back in? No, she doesn't understand that, Anastasia. That's way beyond her her comprehension level. Yeah, you would have to check out and then check back in.
Live about anything but me for a week, for a solid week. Go live every day. And it's like,
what? Sorry, I just totally tuned her out right there. EDM Summer, I'm working from home and listening
for a solid week.
Exactly.
Go live every day. And it's like,
go live every day. What?
It's not, it's a little different if I was going to meet Rhonda. Then again, she's in Australia.
No, Laura, it's not different if you were going to meet Rhonda. Okay, it's not different because again, me, Wog, and everybody else here, we don't have to censor ourselves so that a grown ass woman, doesn't get upset. I'm not doing that, Laura. Like that's just insane. If she doesn't like me, give her the same advice that you give everybody else. If you don't like somebody, don't watch them. So I mean, it's the same thing, Laura. It works the same way for Jonice, whether she's sick or not.
Thank you, Texan. If I was going to meet Rhonda's healthy. We could do things. We can go to a bar. I can understand that. But like, this isn't hard enough. It's not hard enough seeing someone.
Wow, this is fucking gross. This is fucking gross. So Laura, who chose to go see somebody who's in a really advanced, stage of her illness, she's the martyr now. Here we go at Martyr Laura's speech. This isn't hard enough on me. I saved her by going there. I made her dreams come true. Shut the fuck up, dude, with this shit.
Someone that you've known for years go through the end of her life. Every kiss that she gives her nephew, she doesn't know how many more she's going to have.
Oh my God, this is so fucking manipulative, Laura. Disgustingly manipulative.
It's very hard. Thank you, Haley. It's very hard going through that. Hey, Box, it's very hard.
Wow, Laura's going to sit here and tell us about how hard it is to watch somebody. No offense, Laura. No offense, okay? You're not wrong in saying that, but try having to do that when it's the person who gave birth to you, okay? And watching them having to fucking say goodbye to everybody and knowing that every fucking breath they take might be their last breath, okay? When it's the fucking people who raised you your whole life. I mean, give me a fucking break. How about when it's your fucking child? I mean, this, no offense. I'm not saying it's not terrible to watch somebody like this and know this, but like, this is the first time you've met this person in person. I mean, how deep is your connection with them? And you're sitting here using it to manipulate everybody. Like, you are one sick motherfucker. You're a fucking clown too.
To see that, it is. I don't know how. I don't know if anybody's ever watched somebody go through it who wasn't a family member, a grandfather, your grandmother.
Wait a second. So you're telling me it's harder to watch a stranger go through this than somebody you actually like know your whole entire fucking life? What?
A friend, not a friend, like a husband. But I've never seen anyone go through it other than my grandmother. And
so I guess in Laura's world, grandparents don't have as much value because they're fucking old. Like what was the point of saying that?
I know that this is the last time I'm ever going to see her.
And it's also the first time you ever saw her. And whose fault is that, Laura? Because you've known her for years, according to you, and you could have gone and seen her at any point in time because she lives within a reasonable driving distance of your house. So what has stopped you? Why is this the first time you've met this person when they're like at the, quote unquote end of their life, as you say? Why is this the first time if you really cared about this person? Because again, there's another person here who met a friend here on the internet and got a bond with her, and they found out they lived kind of close by, and this friend had something happen to her medically that was horrible. And my friend, okay, the person I'm friends with, they like made it a goal and a point of theirs to go take care of this person. And they were there. I can't even tell you how many times. I could never even count the amount of times that this person went to go see that other person. I think they lived within like an hour or so of each other. And it's like, that's somebody who truly cares. She's done so much to help this person, okay, in way of like helping her with food shopping or whatever she needed help with. And if November Rain's in here, I think she knows who I'm talking about. And like, why did it take you this long to finally go see her? I don't understand. She's good at creating telenovas. Yeah, this is like Laura's soap opera. Like, cue the sad fucking violins.
It's a hard thing to swallow. And I've never.
Here we go. Trying to conjure up.
I've never visited someone knowing it's the last time I'm ever going to see them. I may see them online. I may see them physically. I'm never going to see her again. This is tomorrow when I leave. That's it.
How do you know, Laura? Dude, this is just so sick in so many ways. Like, I don't know. I don't know if everybody else is kind of seeing what's going on here, but like, you're sick. You're a sick motherfucker. You really, really are, dude.
And I told her, the same thing. Yeah, by the way, you guys were asking me kids' ages, 15 and 11. I know I couldn't remember if it was 11 and 7, but it's 15 and 11.
Yeah, Laura only starts to care when there's something in it for her facts. Exactly. Because she had plenty of time to care. I mean, she just said it a million times during this stream. She's like, oh, I've known her for years. But she only cares now. Kind of reminds me of my brother and his wife. They didn't go to see my mom for 3 years. 3 years, never went to her fucking house, dude. Never came over. Not only never came over, but never invited her over to their house either, right? All of a sudden, she's on her deathbed, and they're like, hey, we want to do your laundry. I mean, dude, they hadn't been to her house in 3 years, okay? They could have went over there at any fucking time. All of a sudden, at the very end of her life, they're like, hey, we want to go do your laundry. It's like, no, you want to go look through her shit and see what you could take because you haven't been there in 3 years. 3 years. They were at her house more in the last month of her life when she was in the hospital than they were in the last 3 years prior to her dying. So, I mean, when she wasn't there, they were at her house more when she wasn't there than when she was there for 3 years. It's insane.
And I'm not going to speak about it because it's her life, but I actually learned things about her today. I never knew. Interesting stuff. And I just.
You know what the thing is here? I don't think Laura actually makes real connections with people. Like, I'm starting to gather that. I don't know. It's very odd. And in case you guys have ever, never noticed this before, not just with this person, but with other people. The other day I heard a clip of her saying, she's like, I know QB, we were friends. And I'm thinking like, were you though, Laura? Like, I remember Laura going on QB's panel maybe like, a handful of times. That to me, like, it's not really friends, right? Like somebody I consider a friend is, somebody that I talk to a lot, like that I share things with my life about, and they share things about their lives with. Like, you were up on a panel with her a couple of times, Laura. Did you guys really like talk outside of YouTube even? She's like, oh, I know her. We were friends. Like, how do you know somebody from just going on a panel with them a couple of times? Like, and then it made me think, I'm like, I don't think she really knows. Like, to me, that would be like an acquaintance, maybe, like we're YouTube acquaintances, but we're not really friends. Like, we don't really have like a deep friendship or anything like that. And it like really made me realize, I'm like, she'll just call anybody her friend, even if they don't really have that type of connection. Cause like, it's just like that desperation. I don't know. I don't know exactly what it is, but that's not a friend to me. Like I consider Jules a friend. She's in the chat. Her and I have spoken off this platform. We haven't spoken on the phone, but for an internet friend, okay, we've spoken off the platform. We've shared things about each other in private, things that we don't talk about on here. That's it's just different to me, rather than somebody who and also I've known her for years too, so yeah, we had our little time where we didn't care for each other, but we're cool now. And it's just like, I don't know. I just don't think she actually knows what a friend is. Yeah, that's exactly why she keeps making comments about our friendship. Exactly, Purple Rain. Because she knows that you and I have been close friends for years. You were one of the first people. I think Hello Starlight and NYC Urbanista were like the first like 3 people on this platform that I actually gave my phone number to, which I was like, nervous about doing. Um, Back then, but you guys were the first 3 people that I trusted to give my phone number, like my personal phone number to, that I actually like connected with. So like we've been talking since day one, and we talk on like an almost daily basis. Sometimes we go like maybe like a week without talking or something because we're just busy and stuff. But like we talk a lot, over the last 5 years. I've talked to you a lot. I talked to Beefers a lot, Hummingbird a lot. Like, November Rain has my phone number, I wish she would text me more often, but whatever. I should text her too more often. But like we're friends. We've heard each other's voices. We talk on the phone, and we don't just text. We like send each other, voice messages and stuff. Like the same way I talk to Alicia. Like I don't know. It's just that to me, those people are my friends on the internet. As much of a friend as you could get on the internet. The person that you haven't met.
It's like
I tend to isolate. That's usually why we don't talk that much. Yeah. And then I tend to check on you and make sure that you're okay.
you can't get enough time with someone that you're never going to see again, but you also can't do much either. You know what I mean?
You know what, Purple Rain, that's totally normal because I tended to do that a lot when my mom passed away. Like, I don't know. I think it's just a kind of normal thing to just isolate yourself sometimes from everybody and, be alone with your thoughts. Because I used to do that a lot when my mom passed away. I would just like kind of go into my own little bubble for a little bit.
I mean, we can't go hanging out, go to a bar, go swimming. We just can't do anything.
I was so naive when I first got here. I gave several people my real email address like a newbie. I got to be honest, like everybody that I've given my phone number, except for maybe one person on here, I'm not worried about it. Like I'm not worried that they're gonna do anything with my phone number. I mean, what can people really do at the end of the day? What are you gonna go in a bathroom stall and write for a good time? Call this number, like like what are you gonna do? I don't know, but I mean, everybody has been good to me.
And she's extremely thin. And she was telling me that her legs hurt really bad. And I said, can you smoke pot? Can you do this?
Why is she telling everybody this? Like again, I honestly I don't understand and I don't see the value in sharing your friends like personal, I don't know, struggles on here, Laura. Why does everybody need to know this?
That's what happens with metastasized cancer, and
with metastasized cancer.
Hers has taken over most of her body. So
you see how she's getting all of these super chats. She knew this was going to happen by doing this. Add this to your scamming fund. Love you. What's this one say? Scam fund. She knew that this was going to happen. And here we go with the
real bone pain. And the good thing is, thank you, Debbie. The good thing is her weight is steady, which is a good thing because end of life, you lose a lot of weight and you just keep losing. Well, she's actually holding steady. So that's a good thing. She's been holding steady for a while. So that's good.
End of life.
But not too often have I met anyone in this community that, and I could post the shirt that I made her. Yeah, she's mobile.
Can't wait to see that.
But that was the other thing. Going back to her brother's house, going up the steps was tough. She had a really...
Yeah, exactly, Melanie. Laura thinks people will think she's such a good, caring friend. Yeah, if she sits there and cries and, like, I don't fucking care what you think about me as a friend. I know what a friend I am to people. So, Laura could sit here and be like, oh, you're not a good friend. You didn't know this. Yeah, Laura, you have no fucking idea how much I actually talk to my friend. And I don't get up here and start crying, putting on a fucking show to make everybody see how, bad I feel for my friend.
A hard time on the last couple of steps because it's a lot of walking. I mean, it wasn't, generally speaking, for someone in her condition, it's a lot of walking. And through it all, she still had a great spirit. I'm telling you guys, you see how fast she ate these mussels and the lobster tails. She was chowing it. And then with the soup, I didn't really care for it, but she had never had New England clam chowder before.
Yeah, it is so tacky.
So she ate hers, and I'm like, you want mine? She's like, yeah, I do. I said, okay. Oh, she definitely enjoyed it. Yeah, I posted some shorts. And
I, had to do that because, I need people to think I'm a very caring person. So, yeah, I posted all these emotional shorts to tug at your heartstrings.
There's a lot more I have to post too.
No, you don't.
But, like her face looks really good. And I told her that, like, for as thin as she is, she doesn't look sick. You know what I mean? She doesn't look like when you see an anorexic, that's like 5'7".
So poor Jonice had a friend come there while she was sick, okay? Sitting there shoving a fucking camera in her face. Like, oh my God, dude. And then posting it online. Unbelievable.
And 85 pounds. They look like a skeleton. She doesn't. I mean, I don't know what she looks like naked, but
oh my God, Laura, you're just so not good at these sensitive topics, dude.
Talking about chemo, and she was crying, that she would never want to.
She's really like laying it on thick right now with like explaining in great detail how she looks, how she's like, Laura, nobody needs to know this. Do this as a private live with the people that like in your group. Like, this is just gross, dude.
To go through that again. And it was the worst experience ever. And that she still has nightmares about them sticking the needle in.
Oh my God.
And I don't know. You want to hate me. Don't fucking do it to Jonice.
Here we go again. So she just laid it on so thick about how sick she is, how skinny she is, how frail she is, how hard it is for her to walk. To sum it up with this, because it's about her. This is so sick, dude. I just can't.
Don't fucking tell Jonice. Don't talk shit about me when you know I'm visiting Jonice. Get a life, for real.
Laura, you are not going to control my life, for real, okay? Fuck you.
No, I'm not in Cincy. I don't even think I passed Cincy, because that doesn't sound familiar. But she had said the one thing she wants is for everyone to get along. She wants.
Yeah, if you really cared about your friend, you wouldn't share private details of your time with your dying friend. Give her some dignity, for fuck's sake. Let me pin that one to the fucking screen. Seriously, thank you, Beefergs. Great way of saying it.
Wants the hate to stop, and she doesn't understand the hate. And Jonice, again, has been with me for 4 or 5 years already.
So now it's about Jonice's wants. It's not Laura's wants. It's Jonice's wants. So here we go. More using Jonice to fucking manipulate. This is why I went live about this today. Because honestly, I wouldn't have even been fucking live today. But I was like, no, we're not going to do this, Laura. We're not going to use this sick woman to manipulate people into getting what you want, really. You're using it and you're using her emotions. You're projecting your feelings, your wants, your needs, your emotions onto her. And you want us to all, go, oh, we don't want to hurt Jonice's feelings. We'll stop talking about Laura. Like, I see through this shit from fucking 1,000 miles away, Laura. Stop fucking using people like this to manipulate. It's disgusting. All you're doing is ensuring that people are going to point out what a fucking manipulator you are.
So it's not like she hasn't been around for it. All she wants to do is enjoy the time she has left. She doesn't know how much time she has left. I told her, you have to keep fighting. You have to keep fighting. Yeah, I don't think I'm far from Cincinnati. She's like, I plan on it. I said, because don't give up. Just don't give up. You don't want to give up.
Could you imagine Laura? Like, oh my God, she's so insensitive. I can't even imagine her, like, the words and the things that she was saying to try to comfort her because she's so socially awkward to begin with. And she's just really not good when it comes to sensitive topics. Like, oh God, cringe.
And
yeah, this is beyond Bex.
if you don't,
Hey, Bex, by the way, hope you had a good New Year. Happy New Year.
if you don't like me, that's fine.
Nobody knows how much time they have left. No, they don't, you know.
Use Jonice as a way to, thank you, Colleen, scam money. Don't use Jonice as a way to get to me or lie.
You used to just say don't use Jonice as a way to scam money. Who is exactly doing that besides you?
About me to get to Jonice. And I know what's going to happen. Tomorrow morning, when her husband leaves and her kid leaves, she's going to go live and she's going to talk about me and she's going to say, oh, I wasn't talking about Jonice, but you are.
No, I wasn't, Laura. I wasn't. But what does it matter if my son and my husband leave, Laura? Like, why do you even have to put that in there? Because this is when it's convenient for me to go live. Yeah, when my son and husband aren't home, I don't know why she says that, like as if it's like a bad thing. It's like, yeah, Laura, when my family's home, I don't go live because my family's here. And number one, it's a distraction. Okay. Number two, I spend time with my family. I know you don't understand this concept because you do this all the time when your family's home. But you know, your kids were just home from college and you're like, hey, let me do a fucking 12-hour live. Yeah. So yeah, Laura, when I have free time and I want to do what I want to do in my free time when my family's not here, I go live. What the fuck is the problem with that? Why does she always have to bring that up? Like I'm hiding my YouTube channel from my son and my husband. Like they don't know that I have YouTube. Yeah. Okay.
You are talking about Jonice, saying how I'm lying about coming here and I'm scamming and blah, blah, blah. That's talking about Jonice.
That's the really funny thing, Laura, again, because if you would have actually fucking listened, I didn't say you were lying about going there.
So you can save your morning rant for someone else.
Well, since you knew that was going to happen, Laura, why did you even waste your time with this bullshit?
No, you may not like me, but other people do. And you may not like me, but Jonice does. And
okay, good. That's great.
That's what this was about. This wasn't about
your point, Laura. Your point.
MM counting my money. This wasn't about MM running her mouth. This wasn't about MM keeping track of everything I fucking do. That's not what this was about.
Even though I didn't keep track of everything you did, because again, I didn't know that you even fucking went there or if you went there, but okay.
And again, I didn't know that this trip had anything to do with you, MM, but obviously it did. Again,
it has nothing to do with me, Laura, at all. I don't know why you're saying that because I don't think I've ever made it about me. That's the problem, Laura, is that you made this whole trip about you and not about your friend. This whole trip is about Laura. It's about Laura getting money. It's about Laura using somebody to manipulate everybody into leaving her alone. This trip is not about your friend. Let's just be honest.
And I didn't hear the rest of the live stream. Jonice just played me that part. And then again, Wag was in the comments. It just disgusts me. It really does. I am so sick.
If you know that this shit upsets your friend though, Laura, why would you choose to spend your time, okay, with her when she's in such a bad, way, listening to me and letting her get upset? I can't even fucking wrap my mind around this shit that she's saying right now.
Sick and tired of every single fucking day. Move on.
Laura, go on my channel, dude. I was not even fucking here for like days at a time. From Christmas on, I wasn't even here for an entire fucking week. It's like she acts like I'm fucking constantly live or something.
Jonice might need to hear that. It's okay if Jonice doesn't.
And the more you tell me to move on and try to control what I do, Laura, like you still haven't understood. You still haven't gotten this. The more I'm just going to do the exact opposite of that because you're not going to control me, dude. It's not happening. I know you have a control problem and you try to control everybody in your life, but I'm one person you're not going to control. Okay.
No, she started crying. Oh, you mean about fighting? She does have to keep fighting. She's not ready to go. I asked her that. Hey, Spitfire. I totally asked her if she was ready to go. She said, absolutely not. I said, okay.
Most people are not, ready to go.
Okay. Then we fight. And we talked about, when she goes. And I told her, I said, you got to go up there and get rid of cancer all around. Get rid of all cancer. She's like, I plan on it. I said,
wow. Oh my God, dude.
I'm going to hold you to that, woman. I'm okay, Spitfire. It's sad. Because there's nothing I can do for her, It's just not.
Well, you could have said it her fucking free candle 2 years ago, but you didn't even do that. That would have made her happy and lifted her fucking spirits.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go hang out with her for a while. Like I said, she really can't do much. And she's like, there's really nothing around here. It's like she can't go walk around somewhere. She can't.
Why does she need to do something though? You know what I'm saying? Like, just go spend time with her, Laura. You don't have to like do anything. You don't have to fucking entertain her. I mean,
Just a lot of things she can't do. So I know, Toodles.
this is so gross.
Because it's hard.
Here we go.
It's hard knowing it's the last time I'm ever gonna see her. It's not like, all right, I'll come back next year.
Laura, you're an awful fucking actress. You really are. You're a bad actress.
You know?
I cannot believe people fall for this bullshit.
I agree. Some people have lost their humanity. It is hopeless. I'm trying to think, other than Brad's funeral, which he was already dead, I don't think I've ever had that. That's the last time I'm going to see this person. You know what I mean?
What? Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. Oh, this is so gross, dude. It's getting me like, it's triggering.
The only time I ever felt that was Brad's funeral, and he was dead already.
Didn't your dad pass away, Laura? I mean, I shouldn't laugh, but I'm just like, it's like, wait, why? Your dad passed away, Laura. Like, you didn't think that when your dad passed away is the last time that I'm ever going to see this person? Because I remember like the last night, my mom, this image is just burned in my brain, man. I kept looking at my mom's hands and I just kept thinking to myself, because me and my mom had different, like, my mom she was a little heavier. She was shorter than me. She had small feet. But the one thing that me and my mom always had in common was that our hands were exactly the same size. So each one of our fingers was the same size ring. So that was like the one thing we could share, really. Because, like moms and daughters, they'll share like shoes and clothes and everything. We couldn't really do that, but we shared rings with each other. So my mom would always steal my rings. I would steal her rings, and I was just staring at her hands, and I'm looking at her hands, and I'm thinking to myself, like, those hands are the hands that gave me life. Like, when I was sick, those hands put the like hot compress on my head, when I had a migraine when I was a kid, and those hands made the meatballs that she used to roll in her hands. She'd take all of her rings off and roll the meatballs. And so they fed me, like they did everything to bring me into this world. And, I just like, remember, I just didn't want to forget what they looked like. Cause I was like, I can't believe that I'm not going to see her hands anymore ever again, like it's just so weird. But I get it, Laura, but like you're acting like this is somebody that you've known your whole life. And I'm not saying you can't care about other people, because I care about other people, but like, you're like, oh, Brad, your father passed away. You didn't have any emotions about that. Like, all this is doing is revealing how fucking cold you actually are and fake.
And speaking of, before I forget, let me bring this up. So I know Ziggy has been getting a lot of shit from a lot of different places about her with her ex.
Who the fuck is Ziggy?
And people don't understand. And I'm not sticking up for Ziggy in any which way, shape, or form, but this needs to be said.
I don't know, Marcy. She's gross.
So people give her a lot of shit about her and Jim was split up and her and her boyfriend weren't together and she was using him and blah, blah, blah. And her response is, look, I was with the guy for 10 years. I was on and off with Brad for 16 and a half years. I fucking hated him. I literally hated him, but I also loved him.
This is, again, another example of how depraved she is. Because, like, that's not love, Laura. Love is usually, I mean, I've never at any point in my relationship felt hatred towards my husband. Like, that's not an indication of a healthy love, is when you hate the person too. I mean, that's a pretty strong indication that things aren't working out, dude. I don't, I never feel hatred towards my husband. Do I get mad at him sometimes? Well, yeah, of course. Everybody, gets mad or annoyed or whatever. But like that is unhealthy for somebody who you say is the love of your life. If somebody's the love of your life, you should it's just love with little touches of being annoyed sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just normal human emotion. But so weird.
And he put me through hell. But at the end of the day, we had a son together, and he was the love of my life. Doesn't mean I fucking didn't hate him. Doesn't mean.
Dude, Laura, that is so weird. Like, I don't know if she understands how weird that is. She's like, he was the love of my life, but I fucking hated him. Like, what? It shouldn't be that way. I feel bad that's the love of her life is somebody that she also hated at the same time. Like, that's pretty fucking sad, Laura.
He wasn't with other women. Doesn't mean I wasn't with other guys.
Whoa, wait a second. Hold on. Wait, hold on a second. We gotta go back on that. Hold on.
Doesn't mean I fucking didn't hate him. Doesn't mean he wasn't with other women. Doesn't mean I wasn't with other guys.
What? So in this extremely unhealthy relationship, you cheated on each other? Is that what you're saying? Or are you talking about like after the relationship ended? Because I'm a little confused here.
But when you have an attachment to someone, it doesn't.
Didn't she always make it like, wait a second, I'm like so lost because like wasn't her whole story that this guy like cheated on her and everything, and that's why they like ended the relationship, and now here she is like, so was she cheating on him? Like, oh my god, dude. All right.
It doesn't go away. So I totally get what Ziggy is saying about, that just because they weren't together at the time doesn't mean that it doesn't hurt, and it doesn't mean that she didn't care. And I absolutely agree with that.
Look, dude, I don't know, maybe she's just not saying this right. Like when I, broke up with my ex, like he was like my first, like, I guess you could say true love, right? Like in my lifetime, I was with him for, from when I was like around 18-ish to like my mid-20s. We were together for a pretty long time. I experienced a lot of things with him in my life. We broke up because he was going down a bad path, that I didn't want to have any part with. And it was like I was getting to that point in my life where I was like, look, man, if this isn't going to work out and you're going to continue down this path and you're not going to change and get sober, I don't want this for my life. I grew up in a house with an alcoholic father. I don't want, to raise children and get married to somebody and have to be worrying about this shit for the rest of my life. So I had to end the relationship for my own good, but like it hurt, I didn't want to. Everything else in the relationship was fine, not perfect, but everything else was fine. That was really our only issue. But it was like, I'm not going to stay with you in this situation. So I don't know if she's trying to explain something like that when you're like, you break up with somebody, you might, things might not work out. Cause we broke up for a little while and then kind of got back together at one point. And, my feelings didn't change just because we broke up. I don't know if that's what she's trying to explain, and just has a really fucking weird way of trying to explain it. But at no point did I ever hate him. I was upset with him and angry with him because I just didn't understand addiction at the time. I was like, I really didn't. I had no understanding on how addiction worked at that time. Like, going back, I don't know if I necessarily would have changed anything, but maybe I would have tried to be a little bit more understanding of like what he was going through. Because in my immature brain at the time, I was kind of just like, why can't you just stop doing drugs? You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't understand all the shit that went along with an addiction. So it's just like, why can't you just stop? If you care about me, your mom, like you should just stop. And I just didn't get it. So, maybe I would have been more understanding, but I don't necessarily know if it would have changed the, outcome of things. But it was hurtful because it was like, it's not like he cheated on me or something. And there was another girl in the picture. It was like, I felt like he was cheating on me with drugs, because he would hide it and lie about it and everything like that. And it hurt, but, I don't know if that's what she's trying to explain. Like, I don't know. She's just got a very fucking weird way of trying to explain things here.
So I just wanted to say that because a lot of people have kind of shunned her and blamed her. Like there's no way that, they weren't even together. He was with someone else. And, the family says they didn't even like each
Yeah, I don't even know who Ziggy is anyway.
other. Yeah, well, that happens. So, because again, I fucking hated Brad. I hated everything he stood for. I hated him. I hated the drugs. There was so many fucking things I hated. But you know what? Loved him more than I've ever loved anyone.
Wow. Oh my God. That is all right. I guess that's what she was trying to explain. But yeah. Yeah.
And that feeling didn't go away. Looking at him in his casket, I said, I hope you burn in hell. Those are the last words I said to him. I hope.
What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? That's really fucked up because you know what? I could kind of understand in a sense, like, well, not understand. My ex passed away too. He died of a drug overdose 10 years after we were together, and I went to his wake, and it was sad because you know what? That was the last thing I wanted for him. I really did. I was like, I was already with my husband and everything by the time this all happened, and I was happy. Like I was happy with my husband, and that was it. Like I was like, you think at the time when you're breaking up with somebody, you're like, you're never gonna find love again. Like, and it's just different. It's a different love. My husband's a way better fit for me. You know what I'm saying? We're both on the same page. Like, and I don't have to worry about the things that I had to worry about. But like when I saw I wanted the same for him, even though our relationship didn't end in the best way, I wanted the same for him. I wanted to see him happy. And, I know he would have made a great dad one day if he would have only gotten over his addiction. And it was just, I couldn't think of how incredibly sad it was, that here it is. I'm looking at this person that I spent 5 years of my life with or more, or whatever, in a casket right now. I was just like, this is so fucking sad. So sad. And I'm just thinking about his mom, and he was very close to his mom. Like it was just so hard to see him. Like I wasn't mad at anymore about what happened between us. Like it was 10 years later. And like Laura's, I think it was right. There was time in between. Like, God, Laura, like let go of the fucking anger, dude. 10 years later, you're still fucking holding on to that shit. And maybe it's a little different. They have a kid together and everything. But like, I didn't have that attachment with my ex. But like, you wanted him to go to hell? Like, that's really evil, Laura. Like, you know what I'm saying? For hurting you. Like, you don't think my ex hurt me too, but you know what? Like, I had to move on with my life, and I ended up finding somebody better, in a sense. So like, I don't know. I would just never wish somebody to go to hell when they die, but okay. All right. Even if they put you through hell, I understand she had a custody battle and all this other shit with this person, but like, that's fucking evil to say that, especially when your fucking kid, that's your kid's father, Laura. Like, that's a really evil thing to say.
Be burning fucking hell forever. I still cry over.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. She doesn't want him to just go to hell. She wants him to fucking burn in hell forever. Sorry. The love of her life. Wow.
I still get upset over him. So I just want to, for anyone that thinks that, Ziggy's so wrong for that, I just wanted to.
Yeah, whoever just said she needs therapy in chat, yes, she does. That is not, that is in no way normal, Laura, to be thinking those things and to be carrying on that anger for 10 years later over, I don't know. At a certain point in time, right, in growing, you're like, you know what? I thought I loved this person. Like, this is how I feel. I thought I loved this person. I did at the time when I was with that person. There'll always be a place in my heart for that person because, you spent time with them. That's like anybody in life. Any friends that I was friends with, like, I'm always going to have a place in my heart for the people that were in my life, even if we don't talk anymore. I'm always going to have a place in my heart because there's really nobody in my life that I ever regret spending time with or meeting, except maybe Tiffany. But you know what I'm saying? There's really nobody else in my life that I really regret ever talking to or spending time with, even if things didn't go the way, I wanted them to go. But then all of a sudden, once time passes, you should start to heal and realize that, like, okay, that love that I thought I had at that time, like, really wasn't love, because if it was, things would have worked out. It really wasn't love. it wouldn't have worked out. It would have worked out if it was actual real love. Then when you actually find it, which I guess she hasn't, so maybe that's why she hasn't realized yet, when you actually find that connection with somebody else and it's better than what you thought, before, you start to kind of realize like, okay, that wasn't really love there. That was something else. You can still love somebody and care about them, but she's got a very warped, skewed view of what love is in her head. I mean, I don't know. It's a very odd thing to say that you loved and hated somebody. I mean, I kind of understand that in a sense. Like, I feel that way about my brother right now. I love my brother. I'll always love my brother, but I also hate him right now. I don't even know. Hate's probably a strong word. I don't hate my brother. I'm so upset with him. I'm very angry with him. I'm not happy with him. I don't, hate's a strong word. I hate his wife. I think she's the only person in my entire fucking life that I could actually say I hate. Like, I don't really know what hate is until I met her. There's really nobody else that I could actually say I fucking hate. Her, I hate. My brother, I'm just mad at him. You know what I'm saying? I'm upset with him. I'm disappointed is probably the strongest emotion that I feel towards him, is just highly, highly, highly disappointed in him and hurt by him, but I love him nevertheless, I don't know. She's very, very warped. It's just crazy.
Put that out there because I know what she's saying. And again, I don't know their relationship, but I do know exactly what she's saying, and I agree with it.
I mean, if you're in a love-hate relationship, though, with like a relationship that you choose to have in your life, it's probably not healthy. Just saying. If it's family members are a little bit different because it's like, you don't choose to have your family members in your life. You're kind of stuck with them, but when you choose to have somebody in your life, it should be love. It shouldn't be hate. You shouldn't choose to have that in your life because it's toxic, those types of relationships.
It is a feeling you can't explain. Hate and love is blurred lines. Amen. No, I fucking hated him. I really did. And I wasn't upset when he died. I mean, I was upset when he died, but looking at him at the
oh my God, Dad. I mean, I wasn't upset. Well, I mean, I was upset. I just like, I don't understand this, Laura. How could you not be upset? Like, somebody you spent time with in your life, even if it's, I don't know. I tried, when I went to my ex's funeral, I tried to like erase all the bad times that we had, and it was like, I did a lot with this person, like, and it's sad. I mean, it obviously hit me different. We weren't together at the time. So it wasn't like the same sadness I would have had. And thank God, I wasn't, because imagine if I was with him, it would have been so much harder, it would have been so hard. But it's like, I mean, I don't know. When somebody just dies, it's like, let go of the feelings. I mean, I don't know. So fucking, yeah, he was your kid's dad. I just don't, that's what I would probably be most upset about, is like my kid having to go through this. Fuck my feelings, I don't know, man.
casket. Oh, I was just mad. I was like, well, isn't this bittersweet? I got so many fucking feelings going through my head.
Who would call somebody's death bittersweet? Yeah, I know. I hope her kid doesn't hear this. This is just terrible, dude.
But I was driving down the road yesterday, and I heard "Save Me" by Jellyfish. What's his name? Jellyfish? Jelly Roll. And I started crying out of nowhere. And I see Brad standing in front of me singing that to me.
Isn't that like a new artist? How it?
Okay. No, I start crying. Guy's an asshole. But
what the fuck, dude?
So it is what it is. Yeah, Jelly Roll, Jellyfish, Jelly Roll, same thing.
Yeah, this is normal. Hate and love is blurred lines. My ex is out in and out of prison. I wish him no harm. He gave me 3 beautiful children. See, whoever just said that in her chat, person named Rhonda, like, right. You know what I'm saying? Like, your feelings, put them aside, dude. Oh my God, dude.
I'm surprised I heard him on the radio. I didn't think he could be on the radio. I thought he was an independent artist, but he was on radio here. Peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, you can't fight with him anymore, Laura. Let it go. I know. It's like, I mean, wow, dude. When she told me she went there to get back at her the woman that he was with, I said, dude, there's something wrong with you, Laura. Well, when she said that, whenever she said it, she drove all the way there to see him 10 hours away. Okay. Like, Laura, 10 years later, you're still holding on to that amount of anger, like, and wanting revenge on somebody. 10 years later, and I think it's because she's just bitter and hasn't found her own happiness in life, but it's like, dude, like, you got to let go of the anger, like, at some point in time, because it's really bad for you. Just saying. Even with my family situation, like, dude, I was angry years ago. I mean, if I look back on my videos and shit, I could see the fucking anger in my self. I'm not really angry anymore. I don't have that same like feeling of anger where like my blood is boiling over it. It's just, I'm just like disappointed. But I also don't even think about it all that much because I don't want it to fucking consume me anymore. Like, I had to let go of the feelings that I was feeling and kind of just so I can move on. I'm not going to allow that situation to rent space in my head anymore. I just have to kind of move on, it rented too much space in my head at the time when it was all happening, and then after, and it took me time to like grieve everything. And then, once I tried to process the whole thing, and of course it still upsets me, but I'm not like fucking angry anymore. Like, I don't want to hurt people anymore, which is a good thing because I really did want to hurt my brother's wife, like physically. You know, I don't know. I mean, I can't say that I wouldn't want to fucking punch her in the face if I saw her now, but no, I'm just kidding. But like, she ain't worth it at the end of the day. I can joke around about it, but like, that bitch ain't worth my freedom, I'm just not as angry anymore. I'd probably laugh at her if I saw her. But like she went back with revenge in her heart 10 years later. Like, let go of this shit, Laura. Let go of all the shit that happened. Not let go of it. I'm not saying you shouldn't like feel hurt by it anymore. You could, that's not up to anybody else, but like, god damn, you're angry still. It's really angry.
Damn right. Jelly roll, deli fish, same thing.
Or maybe just give him forgiveness so you can move past it. I mean, that's what forgiveness is really about, right? When you forgive somebody, you're like, there's been other people in my life that I've felt so much anger towards because of disgusting things that they've done. And like, I was like, I have to kind of forgive this person just so I can move past it and not, feel these feelings anymore. I don't know if she's done that yet.
That was 100% but strong. Oh, absolutely.
Maybe she should ask Bullhorn Betty to borrow the Language of Letting Go book from her.
So that's what I'm saying. People that are coming at her saying, oh, they were fighting, they were this, they were that, it means nothing. When someone's dead, they're gone. There's no speaking to them after that. There's no calling in the middle of the night. There's no conversations you can have. There's no apologies you can have. They're gone. And thank you, Andrea. And there's no way to turn it around. There's just not. So many times I want to call Brad. I can't. There's so many times that I want to.
Why would you want to call somebody you hate and wish that would burn in hell? Sorry, hold on. Phone's ringing. Oh shit, hold on. Hold on 1 second. Let me just mute this for a second. Hold on. All right, never mind. I don't know what the hell, that was weird.
I look at our messages and I can't. And that's kind of how I feel about Jonice too. Everyone that knew Jonice back in the day knows that she is a fucking she is a emoji queen. That was her thing, emoji queen. No, Smitten, I don't think she wants to do it. We spoke about it. I don't think she can do it. Like, I don't think she's strong enough to do it. Oh shit, I gotta charge my phone. I don't think she's strong enough to do it. Ow. Whoops. Where's my charger?
All right, I'm gonna fast forward. I don't need to see her fucking looking for her charger. I cannot believe the curtains in this hotel room, dude. Oh my god.
See if this works. I don't know if it'll work, but we'll try.
I feel like she takes no responsibility in that relationship either. Like, it's all like he just did her so wrong. And it's like, Laura, like, what did you do to like, every relationship, it's like 50-50. You're responsible for your half and he's responsible for his half, right? So it's never all one person in a relationship as to why things don't work out at the end of the day. Like, you make mistakes too in relationships. Like, I don't know, she just always puts herself in this like victim role where it's like he just did her so wrong all the time. Like, come on, dude. I guess she couldn't figure out how to close them, Lisa, but I don't understand because there's already a set of curtains, it looks like. I don't know.
Of course not, because that's the wrong fucking cord.
That was really weird.
All right, we have to end the live based on a cord.
Oh, all right. Hold on. Just gonna mute for a second. I'll leave this playing. I
I
don't
would
know if
swear I
it's...
grabbed the cords out of the cord. I'm gonna try one more time.
All right.
He really.
That was so weird because my son's school just called me. Usually, typically don't call during the day, and I guess we're getting a storm tonight because they canceled some meeting. But I was like, what the hell? Because it only rang twice, and then when I went to go answer it, oh my god, I just dropped my whole bag on the floor. Son of a bitch. When I went to go answer it, it was like it like stopped ringing. I'm like, what the fuck? So I was just checking my voicemail. I said there's a storm coming tonight. Shit. They usually don't do the automated messages during school hours. That's why I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, oh, tell me my son got sick. Everybody's sick right now, dude. I mean, like, everybody is sick with something right now. But nope. All right. Sorry.
Didn't grieve. I even asked him this year for Christmas. I said, Dayton, how are you? He's like, Mom, I'm fine. Are you sure? He's like, yeah, I'm fine. Okay.
Okay.
I do not have my cord.
Sorry. I'm just gonna. What the fuck is she doing?
See if this works. All right. Wish me luck.
What did she mean when she said that's how she feels about Jonice? Oh, I don't know.
Ow. All right, let's see.
Love is
Hang on.
blind and it'll take over your mind. That's what Laura reminds me of.
It should be charging. It's not.
Dude. Holy shit. Is it taking her this long to figure out how to put a charger on?
I have no boogers. That's a good thing.
Yeah, the ceiling
Fallen.
has some nice water fucking damage themes to it.
Yeah, I can't believe that happened. Everything went off. But it's working now. It's charging. So it's holding.
Oh my god, these wax melts smell so good.
Oh my god, it's 10 o'clock already. I have so much food left over. Like 4 different types of shrimp, coconut shrimp.
Wait, she took the food home with her? Like, why didn't she give it to Jonice to take home?
She got breakfast.
Ugh, imagine eating. I don't eat seafood just to begin with, but imagine eating like reheated seafood. No thanks. No thanks. Like microwaved, is that good? I don't know, because I just know like meat with some meat, like when you reheat it, it's like the texture gets really rubbery and gross.
Calamari, that's the worst. Don't eat fried calamari, red lobster. Bleh.
Laura's got her doggy bag.
No cord for the drapes. No. No, it's weird. Like I had to close it with a clip. Hey, Brian.
Okay.
You know, then me and Jonice were talking about my cancer. And, you know, I told her, I said, it's different. I'm not the same as she is. I'm not even close to the same. Even if my ANCA score comes back 80, I'm still not in the position she's in. So I don't look at it like that.
God.
I don't know. People say cancer's cancer, but I don't see it like that. I just don't.
No, Laura. People say, yeah, right. You're in a way better off position than she is. But I mean, anybody could end up where Jonice is. I think that's the whole point of people saying that is like, dude, like you're trying to downplay it because I think the reason why Laura has to downplay what she's going through is because she already did that to Alicia. And now it's like, well, she can't act like what she's going through is so horrible. But it's cancer, dude. Cancer's horrible. I don't know, Cheyenne. I wouldn't take seafood. I don't eat seafood, so like to me that's fucking gross, dude. But leftover seafood, I feel like that's just kind of one of those things that you just kind of like part with at the end of the night. Bye, coconut shrimp. You know, I'll see you. It was great knowing you, but you know, this is it. This is where we part ways. Alicia, any cancer is horrible. You know, I just had a friend that found out she had a form of cancer. And I'm like, I said to my other friend, I go, I would be losing my fucking mind right now. She's like, oh, it's no big deal. I'm like, no, it is a big fucking deal. It is a big deal.
You know, and she even said that to me. She's like,
I like seafood, but you can't reheat that. Okay. I didn't think so. I've never eaten like seafood. I don't eat it, but I just know because I grew up in a house that my mom cooked all the time and like ate all the time. And we went out to dinner. My mom used to love to get like shrimp or calamari or whatever. She never ever brought home leftover seafood ever. So like she would put other things in the fridge like leftover. Like to be quite honest with you, the best thing to eat leftover is ravioli or any kind of Italian pasta with cheese in it because I don't know why it's just better the next day for some reason. It's the weirdest thing, but once you heat it and then put it back in the refrigerator, it's so much better. And I even like eating it cold sometimes, but it's really good the next day for some reason. I think like the cheese, like something with the cheese happens. But anyway, I don't know. My mom has never brought home seafood in her life. Like when I lived at home, she ate a lot of seafood. I wasn't a big fan, but well, I never ate it.
why do people have such a problem that you're so positive? I have no idea, Denise. I really, truly don't.
Lobster and scrambled eggs. I don't know, girl. I don't eat any.
It's because everyone in this community is so used to being fucking robbed. Everyone in this community is so used to being lied to
I've never been robbed, Laura. So what are you talking about?
that when people are honest, like, oh, she must be lying. No.
No.
But Brian, my type of cancer and her type of cancer is night and day. You know, I have a
No, Laura, it's not night and day. It's that your cancer was caught much earlier and is much easier to treat, and hers was not caught early. That's really the only difference. It's not the cancer that's different, you know. I mean, yeah, it's different types of cancer. Hers is. I'm not 100% sure. I think she said that Jonice has colon or rectal, something like that, right? And hers is breast cancer, but it's not night and day. It's just that, you know, certain cancers are easier to treat than others. And, you know, it depends on when you catch it. You know, you caught it early, you're lucky.
I had a tumor that was removed. She's not that lucky. She found out about it. She was stage 4. And she was misdiagnosed the first time, which I didn't know that. I mean, I think I did know that, but forgot. But she was misdiagnosed for over a year. And by the time they found it again, it was stage 4, which sucks because it may have been able to be avoided. She could have maybe lived if they would have diagnosed it correctly when it first happened.
She didn't know that. They're such great friends.
Hey, Southern Gal.
They're such great friends, but she didn't know that. Oh my God, dude. But she's like, no, maybe I did know it. I just forgot. Okay.
And that's sad too. I mean, that makes it even worse. You know, she has to wear a colostrophe, I think it's called, bag till she's gone.
Excuse me? What did you just say? Hold on. Please hold. Hold on. Fuck, why isn't this playing? Hold on a second. Oh, it's still rewinding. Stop. No, I don't want to go back that far.
You know, she has to wear a colostrophy, I think it's called, bag.
A colostrophe? This bitch did not just say colostrophe.
It's in rough shape. Medical field is not a perfect.
Did she just say colostrophe? Oh my God, dude. Colostomy, Laura? God, bro. Like an apostrophe? Wow. She's really been paying close attention here.
I agree with you, but there's certain things that doctors should have tested for. She has rectal cancer, colostomy.
Very
stage. Well, now it's terminal, but originally stage 4 rectal cancer.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think they should have fucking tested her.
What?
But I think that's what makes it even worse, that it may have been able to be aware.
It may have been able to be aware? What?
I know, Spitfire. I keep hearing that.
Hey, Mom.
Now, Alabama, from what I saw, It's hitting tonight and not.
And now, why does everybody need to know that about like Jonice? That's like a really personal thing that she's like telling everybody. Does Jonice want that out there that she has that? Like, oh my God.
Tomorrow. Rhonda, I totally agree with that. We can all learn something from Jonice. I absolutely agree. They're all tragedy pimps. They use whatever ailment or offense they can to grift. For Laura to come out and say she has cancer and not be whining about it is something they understand.
What? Who's the idiot saying this? They are all tragedy pimps. They use whatever ailment or offense they can to grift. Oh my God. How could this person be saying this about other people? Laura to come out and say she has cancer and not be whining about it is not something they understand. Who are you talking about, sweet one?
It's not something they understand. I absolutely agree with that, sweet one. Yeah, I heard about that Friday.
Wow.
I went colostomy. They said, good enough. 4 weeks later, he had a problem, went back, and it had spread everywhere.
Hey, Brian, Laura should go visit Brian while she's there.
Yep. Double get treatment. Yeah, she told me they originally told her it was a what's it called? Like a broken hemorrhoid or something is what they originally told her.
A broken hemorrhoid? What the fuck is a broken hemorrhoid? What? Oh my God. Hold on. Sorry. I'm just grabbing some water from my fridge because I need to take, I have a Alka-Seltzer. Maybe that'll help get rid of my headache because it has aspirin in it. Oh my God. My brain literally hurts from listening to this shit. Like she's really hurting my brain. I think that's why I have a headache. A broken hemorrhoid. Never heard of that diagnosis. Wow, dude.
If caught early, correct. I think all cancer is curable if it's caught early.
No, not necessarily, Laura. Some is, some isn't. It really just depends. I don't think she understands like the complexity of cancer and the different organs that it can affect, and like brain cancer, lung cancer, pancreatic cancer. Those are cancers that are much, much harder to treat because you're dealing with like vital organs that are, you know what I'm saying, that you need, that they can't just take out of your body. They can't just remove them. Kidney cancer is more complex. Like, it's like, oh my God, I don't understand what she doesn't understand about this. It's a little different with each case, and depending on where it is, it's, might be an organ that's harder for them to operate on, that's more risky for them to operate on. Like, she just does not fucking understand this shit.
That hers spread so quickly, but originally they may have been able to do something. But I mean, like hindsight.
Well, I mean, that's same thing with my mom's cancer, right? Because unfortunately, most cancers, you don't know you have them because you don't feel symptoms. You don't feel pain. You don't feel anything. And a lot of cancers get discovered by accidents, which just happened to my friend. She fell. I told you guys yesterday, she fell, and then it ended up getting discovered by accident. It's like, oh my God, thank God she fell that time, So, you don't feel the pain or whatever or anything, no symptoms usually. And so it's discovered too late. Didn't spread quickly. It's just that you didn't notice that it was there even.
It's 2020. It doesn't even matter. That's a twin's birthday is the 11th. And one more thing I want to discuss is about Republican Ash. Brian just reminded me of this. There's a lot of debate going on right now with Republican Ash, and whatever happened. And if you're new to this community, you have no idea who.
My dad's cancer was actually also discovered totally by accident. So I had a feeling something was wrong with my dad because he used to wake up and like hack his lungs out every morning. All right. And I was like, I know something's wrong. Like, that is just not normal to be coughing that much, which is one of the signs of lung cancer, right? Like constant coughing. So anyway, right. My dad did not go to the doctor. I mean, he would avoid the doctor at all costs. Like, he did not go to the doctor ever. I rarely remember him going to the doctor when I was a kid. Well, finally he was having a really bad pain in his like leg. I think like thought it was sciatica. And it ended up he had a blocked I always forget the fucking name of this thing. The artery in his neck. I can't remember. So they were gonna go do surgery and clear that out. And while they were doing the preoperative testing for that, that's when they discovered his cancer. So
I don't know who BAH is.
yeah, and there is no cure for cancer. They can treat cancer, they can't cure it.
Who's Ba?
Was it no, not aorta. Your holy shit. Like the name's like at the tip of my tongue. I just can't remember the fucking name of it.
I have no idea who
Carotid artery. That's it. Thank you, Lanky.
Ba is. Yeah, Fluffer's today. That's right. I forgot. Today's Fluffer's birthday. I totally forgot. I'm such a bad doggy mommy. Thank you, Southern Gal. Totally forgot it was Fluffer's birthday. We were gonna celebrate it when I get home. He knows. He knows. Okay. You have to take rep as okay. Not just that, Joy. Let me tell you how I feel about Republican Ash. And again, this is OG drama, people. I know that Jonice was listening to Tracy. By the way, Jonice absolutely loves Tracy. We tried FaceTiming her together. Tracy didn't answer. Tracy, she would love to talk to you face to face. So tomorrow, Tracy, answer your damn phone.
Which you could have done with her too, instead of grifting money off of people. Just saying.
So, anywho, Republican Ash. Jonice told me Tracy did a live about Republican Ash, but I didn't listen to it yet. But then I heard, I think it was Diane and Sin that went after, or we're talking about Republican Ash. My Discord is pretty mixed on this one. Republican Ash has autism. We've gone through this already. We have discussed this already. You have to take what she says as someone with autism. Now, again, someone with autism doesn't mean they don't know.
Oh, stop it, Laura. Stop it. Oh my God, dude.
Right or wrong. Someone with autism doesn't mean that they don't understand right or wrong, because they absolutely do. But her views are her views. Whether you agree with them or not, just take it with a grain of salt. Okay.
So basically, don't take Republican Ash seriously because she has autism. That's basically what she's saying right now. Oh my God, dude.
Hey, this is how she feels. She's entitled to feel that way. Let her feel that way.
Okay, Laura, everybody's entitled to feel the way that they feel.
There's no reason for Diane to drag her. And if Diane didn't drag her, then I apologize. I just heard they were talking about her.
Alicia, does Laura have? I don't know what she has.
There's not enough content in the world that you got to talk about Republican Ash's fucking religious beliefs. Who cares if she's right or wrong? There's a lot of crazy religious people out there. I don't know. I feel like we're going backwards instead of forwards.
Why is Laura like all of a sudden standing up for Republican Ash? No offense, like, but why? Why all of a sudden do you even fucking care? Just because she has autism?
You know, I could think of 5 people off the top of my head that make better conversation than going after Republican Ash. Now, again, I didn't listen to Tracy, who I know is fair about Ash. So maybe I should listen to that before I speak on it.
Yeah, you probably should have.
But Ash is harmless. She doesn't fucking bother anybody. She's not bothering anybody. If she has crazy beliefs, so do have fucking religious people out there. Lots of people have crazy.
Wait a second. So all of a sudden, Laura's defending people who are like overly religious. Okay, dude. Okay.
Beliefs. Get over it.
Preachy. I have to say, Republican Ash could be a little preachy at times with her religious views. I mean, look, you can feel and believe the way you want to believe, but don't be telling other people, you know, this is wrong and that's wrong, and God doesn't do this and God doesn't do that. That's not, you know, that's not. First of all, that's not what God wants you doing. But you know, you could believe however you want to believe, but don't tell other people how to believe. Don't tell other people they're sinners and this and that. You know, she does get a little overly preachy. I will agree there.
Right. So again, I don't know exactly what happened. I just know that we've been here before, and Republican Ash can say some off the wall stuff, but so can a lot of people. I've heard a lot of people say off the wall stuff. And
so it's okay that she says off the wall stuff because she's autistic. We got you, Laura.
They're not dragged for it. She's like, it doesn't affect the way I feel. Her saying we're awful because we celebrate Christmas and Easter doesn't bother me. That's her opinion. I thought she was Christian. Now she's Jehovah's Witness or something.
Well, then if that's the case, I mean, those people are, sorry, in a cult. Sorry, just gonna fucking say it. If you don't like me, I don't know what to tell you.
And I say the same thing to her that I say to my own son. Be as religious as you want. If religion helps you stay off drugs, if religion helps you do good in school.
Only Laura's son could be religious, okay? And Republican Ash, but nobody else could be religious. If anybody else is religious, they're full of shit.
If religion helps you live a better life, then believe whatever the fuck you want. If not believing Christmas and Easter make her feel better, or hey Gina, make her a better person, so be it. Living, that's for her. I'd have some say if I was told my sister lifestyle was a sin if I had a lesbian sister.
What?
But it's a sin to her. It's not a sin to you. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's coming out right, but I'll use Gina for example.
Yeah, Laura cannot make her mind up. It's like it really her opinions always change with the wind. It's like, you're like, hey, be as religious as you want, as religious as you want. Like, no big deal. It just doesn't even make sense.
Because she's here. If someone said,
yeah, she thinks that Tyler is the real deal. That guy's the biggest fake lying grifter, 100%.
That trans is wrong, that's their belief. I don't agree with it. I think you're born that way, just like you're born gay. You can't change it. That's my beliefs. There are a lot of people that disagree with me. That's okay. They can disagree with me as long as they're not. That's
right, Laura. But you were just recently downing people for disagreeing with that. Just recently about the whole trans thing, because I don't know. I don't know too many trans people to say whether you're born like that or not born like that. You might, go through your whole life feeling like something's off about you, and then all of a sudden, you think that that's it. I don't know. I really don't know enough about it to really have a solid opinion. I feel like when you're gay, yeah, you're probably born, you're not born that way because you don't really have that kind of comprehension and attraction until you get older. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't think of those types of things when you're a child. And then when you get older, you start thinking like that. But yeah, it's something that you just are. I don't think people choose it. I think it's just what you're naturally attracted to. But like, you were just downing people for disagreeing with you about trans. And I will I'll be honest, I think a lot of it is body dysmorphia. I totally agree with that, Purple Ream. Like, it's some type of dysmorphia, right? Seriously, because I've been watching a lot of videos about people detransitioning and, them telling their stories. And I'm not saying this is always the case, but there's a lot of cases of this about people detransitioning. Also there's like agendas being pushed right now where people are like, yeah, you're feeling weird. Well, here you go. We'll just give you hormones and hormone blockers, and you could just be what you want. There needs to be some therapy and stuff that needs to happen, because if I look in the mirror right now, knowing that I weigh 130 pounds and I look at my body and I'm like, oh, I'm fat. I'm not fat. I know I'm not fat, but there's people out there that look in the mirror and at my weight, okay, and they're like, I'm fat. That's not fat. 130 pounds at a 5 foot tall woman is not fat. Okay. I know I'm not fat, but there's people out there who look in the mirror and actually think that they're fat. Those people get diagnosed with something called body dysmorphic disorder, right? Or body dysmorphia. So how come people who think that they're another sex, right, when there's evidence showing otherwise, that's not some type of dysmorphia? I mean, it is. So that's why I don't believe people are born that way necessarily, because, and again, I haven't talked to enough trans people to know this, but like, there's people who think they're trans and then detransition. So most people, when they're gay, that's why I think it's a little bit different than gay. Most people, when they're gay, they know that they're gay. I mean, they might have girlfriends and stuff, like a man who's gay might have girlfriends and stuff in high school because society is telling them, they shouldn't be that way, or maybe because of their religious beliefs and they're trying it. But then at the end of the day, they don't go flip flop back and forth from being gay to not gay. Typically, most people that are gay, they're gay. Some people could be bisexual, whatever. They like both. That's a little different. But if you're gay, you're gay. Like, that's what gay is. You are attracted to the opposite sex and the opposite sex only, so to me, that's a little different. When you're born a certain way and your body and your genetics and your biology is a certain way, it is what it is. When you decide halfway through your life, well, I don't really like living like this, I want to live another way. They need to treat people before they just start handing hormones out. That's all I'm saying. So especially to young people. I've talked about this before out here. And if people disagree with me, sorry. It's just the way I feel. As an adult, do what you want. But for the age of 18, if we can't buy lottery tickets, you shouldn't be able to take hormone blockers either. Because that's a very serious decision that you're making with your body. I mean, you can't undo some things. So Anyway, I just read today that the Pope called surrogacy an abomination. Yeah, and that's why CK, me and the Catholic Church, I'm not very fond of it. There's too many archaic, outdated rules that they have in the Catholic Church, like that. It's ridiculous. I mean, come on.
Physically hurting the person.
No, I know I'm not fat. Nobody calls me fat, dolls. I'm just saying, like, that's a dysmorphia. You get diagnosed when you look at your body and you see something that other people don't see. That's like body dysmorphia, right? Same thing with when you think you're a woman but you have a penis, right? That's some type of dysmorphia. It should be treated like a mental, illness before people start giving out hormones and stuff. And I'm not saying they shouldn't give out hormones. I feel that way if you're a kid and you're like under the age of 18, but when you're older and you go through intense therapy, then you should be able to make a decision. Because it's a very permanent decision when you start getting into hormone blockers and surgeries. Like, you're making a permanent decision with your body. So,
You know what I mean? No, Laura, but I love you. That's your opinion. My opinion is I don't care what the Bible says. The Bible is man-made. I don't care what the Bible says. Wendy didn't block her because she's religious. She should have not.
I don't care what the Bible says. Even though in the Bible, Laura, there's nothing bad in there. It's just basically rules on how to live a good life, and teachings of Jesus Christ. Yes, it's somebody wrote the Bible, but okay, I guess you don't care about being a good person, so that's great.
Not type that. But that's where her autism comes in. All Wendy V has to say is I didn't block you because you're religious, and move on. I don't know. I see it differently. And I'm not saying that people don't need to be held accountable, but it's just her opinion. Her opinion isn't right. Her opinion isn't wrong. It's just her opinion. Everybody's got one. You don't have to be Jesus freak to get some good info out of the Bible. Again.
So a Republican National is allowed to have, off the wall opinions, but nobody else is. Okay, gotcha.
Brian, that's your opinion.
Guess what, Laura? Me saying that you're grifting, that's just my opinion. So why the fuck is Republican National allowed to have opinions that are offensive to people, but me thinking that you're grifting is not okay?
I can disagree with Christianity. It doesn't mean I'm going to hate any Christian. I can still disagree with.
How do you disagree with Christianity, Laura? I don't even like that. That doesn't make any sense. You just disagree. I disagree with some of the things that the Catholic Church believes. Like right there, that surrogacy is an abomination. I mean, like, come on, that's just crazy. There's people that cannot have children. That's still your child. You're still bringing a life into the world. That's insane. I mean, it's just insane. So what? That child is not going to be as valuable as other children? Is that what that means? If it's an abomination, I don't agree with that. A lot of their rules. It's not that I don't agree with their teachings, but some of their rules need to be updated in today's society. But you just completely disagree with Christianity as a whole. Like, wow. Okay.
Can you adjust the camera? Yeah. I don't want to break it again.
Like, thou shalt not steal. Like, the only one Laura disagrees with, as we learned, is gluttony. That's the only one she disagrees with. I mean, or agrees with, sorry.
Better? Is that better?
We want to see your neck.
Wonderful.
Kidding.
Old Testament is more correct. I agree. I'm just saying, an opinion is an opinion. Everybody's got one. Don't be picking on my curve.
I just find this so funny. I mean, she literally started out this whole live fucking freaking out about my opinion and Wog's opinion. And now it's like, well, an opinion is just an opinion. Like, what?
Britain's woman. But we couldn't live in Old Testament because Old Testament is.
I noticed Laura's trying very hard to act empathetic. She's pulling on the heartstrings of her people. Before Cancer Talk, Laura didn't even attempt to raise money for Jonice, and her family still isn't. Yeah, exactly.
Eye for an eye. We can't live eye for an eye. The whole world would cave in. I wish we could live eye for an eye, but we can't.
Oh my God.
I have lots of opinions. Exactly. I have lots of opinions. You know what I'm saying? No, everybody's got opinions. Doesn't make one right or one wrong. It's just an opinion. Just like Kate.
Okay, Laura, and my opinion is that you don't really give a shit about your friend that you're going to see, and you were just trying to get money off of her. And that's my opinion, Laura.
Some people think Brian Kohlberg is guilty. Some people think Brian Kohlberg is innocent. Who's right? Nope.
It's Koberger, not Kohlberger.
Yet. We don't know who's right. We don't know who's right. We don't know who's wrong. It's just one of those things. It is what it is.
Oh my gosh.
That's how I see it. I don't know. I just think people are on her too much. Like if she tells me I'm an idiot because of that I'm agnostic and I'm going to hell, okay, that's your opinion. Exactly. Doesn't matter how you cook them, they're all still cooked eggs. An eye for an eye will make the whole world. I agree with that. I'm just saying nobody knows what religion is real. I don't listen to her much time out, but I know she's autistic. And I know autistic people can come out with some crazy things.
And so can non-autistic people, Laura. You're not autistic, right? So you come out with some crazy shit.
I do know that.
Please do some baby talk. Hold on. Her tongue under. Hold on a second. Does she realize she would lose her freaking tongue under? I'm not even going to attempt that word. Code. That's what she's talking about. Eye for an eye. Huge gossip hippo that she is. That tongue would be cut right now.
Religious people judge. And that's, let her judge all day long. Doesn't affect me. You can't let people's opinions get to you. You shouldn't let what other people think about you dictate who you are.
Holy shit, bro. Holy shit. Laura, like this whole live is you letting people's opinions get to you and dictate how you are. I mean, you couldn't even drive from Jonice's house to the hotel. You just tried to dictate everybody else's opinions and manipulate everybody about their opinions about you. Are you fucking kidding me now? Now you're gonna, dude, wow. Now all of a sudden it's like, oh, well, opinions don't matter. You know, you can't let that get to you. I mean, like, dude, what? What? Wow.
Or what you think. I know, not just an opinion, I know for a fact, people that think trans or gay or lesbian, I know lesbian's gay, but trans, they think that they decided to wake up one day and that's who they were. That's an ignorant opinion. So I just kind of fucking blow it off, like whatever.
How is that an ignorant opinion, Laura? How the fuck is that an ignorant opinion? 10 years ago, 20 years ago, this was not as normalized as it is today. I'm sorry, but you know, people do just decide to change who they are, Laura. I mean, come on, dude. That's so ridiculous for you to say that's an ignorant opinion. How the fuck do you know? Do you have that many trans friends that you've talked to? Have you surveyed every trans person to see how their transitioning process went? Have you even watched any documentaries about transitioning or detransitioning? No, you're just totally uneducated on the opinion. Your opinion basically is like whatever you think the majority of people think.
In my opinion, that's an ignorant opinion. KKK thinking they're superior is an ignorant opinion.
Who?
I don't fuck with ignorant opinions.
Sure, that's rich. Laura and her people think watching a YouTuber and speaking their opinion on them is stalking. How do we diagnose that insane thought process? That's a good question.
She's aggressive and she blamed Randy's. She blamed Randy's. I don't even believe Randy had an attempt, to be honest with you. I think it was all a lie. I don't care what anyone says. I don't.
Wow. So people can't think. God, bro. The contradictions going on here is just like off the meter, Peter.
Believe it. And I'm entitled to my opinion.
And I think you're a fucking grifter, Laura, and I'm entitled to my opinion. Okay? Okay. Good. Glad we're on the same page here. I don't know. That's what I was thinking, JP. Did you just say the KKK? By the way, JP, I go to make your thing yesterday, the hand, and I pull it out of the mold. Dude, like some weird shit happens sometimes. And that's why it's like, that's, I guess, part of the fun of making things that when you put them in a mold, like the demolding process of things is just so like, what's going to happen this time? You know? I pull it out and there's like black stuff on it. And I'm like, where the fuck did this black stuff come from? So I have to remake it. But I'm like, where did the black stuff come from? Like, I don't even know where it came from, how it got in there. But I have to actually remake that today. I don't know why.
Yeah, you can't lose.
What made me just think of that? But I was just like, where the fuck did this black stuff come from? Like, I cleaned the molds out before I, do it. It could have just been in the cement mix. There could have been like black something that got in there. But I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what is this? So weird.
live the way by what other people think of you or think how you should live. And I believe that, Gina. I really truly believe that. And that's what I'm saying. My best friend since 8th grade, her daughter is trans, or her son is trans. I always forget which was the proper way to say it, but she
Oh my God, dude. But she's all for the trans community, right?
had a daughter who's now, wants to live as a guy. He's young. He's only 15. And he didn't wake up one day and say, well, I think I'm going to piss my mom off and be trans. It's a hard life to live. It's not easy. It's not something people choose. It's who they are. Just like I'm a girl. I like being a girl. Well, what if I wasn't a girl? What if I wanted to be a boy? It's something that doesn't just hit you at 15. It's something your whole life.
Oh my God.
God gave this body as a gift. You know what? Even God can make mistakes. Plain and simple. Because the same people that say that, Brian, are the same people that say,
So, Laura, was your anorexia just who you were when you woke up one day and decided, you were just going to be anorexic and bulimic at the same time? Like, oh my God, dude. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Your grandson died wasn't a mistake. Of course.
No, she has no concrete opinions. I'm convinced, yeah, whatever she thinks that makes her looks better is her opinion for the moment. 100%. That's exactly what it is.
Of course it was a mistake. Why did, Hurricane Katrina kill so many people? Well, because you all have free will. It's the same thing. You can't pick.
What? Wait, what? Hold on. What? Wait, what the fuck did you just say about Hurricane Katrina? Hold on a second. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, my stupid laptop. What are you doing? Why it's taking so long to rewind on here?
Wasn't a mistake. Of course it was a mistake. Why did, Hurricane Katrina kill so many people? Well, because you all have free will. It's the same thing. You can't pick and choose what part of God.
Wait, what? I'm just baffled by that. What does that even mean, dude? What the fuck? Why did Hurricane Katrina? I'm so confused, dude.
God doesn't make mistakes and then say, well, God made a mistake here. Or why did this one die at 68? Why did, someone lose a child at 20? Well, wouldn't that be a God mistake?
A God mistake, Laura? What? Oh my God, dude. Bro, seriously, she just said should not handle sensitive topics ever, dude. What the fuck are you talking about, dude? A God mistake?
So that's why I don't, people just pick and choose when God makes a mistake.
Who the fuck is saying that God made God? Wait, what? Oh my, bro, my brain's about to explode right now because she's like totally contradicting herself right here. Because it's like, well, people who are trans, they believe that God made a mistake, but you're saying that they were born that way, right? And that they don't get to pick and choose when God makes a mistake. I'm so fucking confused right now, dude. None of this makes any type of sense. This is insanity.
I've dated females, 100% believe in God, but love my gay friends and embrace them. Their seat at God's table is their business. I'm gonna just keep loving them. It's exactly right. Brain and the body are two separate things. I agree with that too. But you know what I'm saying though?
Yeah, Purple Rain. I said that before. I was like, I can only imagine some of the really insensitive things she said to Jonice while she was there.
Like you can't pick and choose which mistakes God made. If you believe that God does make mistakes.
But that's exactly what trans people do, dude. That's exactly what a trans person believes. They believe that they were born in the wrong body, Laura. So like this makes no sense, dude.
Mistakes, and he can make mistakes at birth too. God doesn't. If you believe in God, God makes mistakes.
What?
Why God kill? Why does a 7-month-old die of cancer? Why does all the kids at St. Jude? Why did they have cancer? Because that's a mistake. That's not free will. No kid.
Laura, free will and mistakes have nothing to do with anything. Do you even know what free will is? Free will is a decision process. It's you having your own free will to make a decision. That's what free will is. It's giving you a choice to do what you want to do. God making a mistake or mistakes are things that happen by accident. I don't know. I don't even know what they have to do with each other in this instance. It's just so fucking strange that you're even saying this.
Gets born and dies at 3 due to free will.
What? Who dies because of free will? Free will is a choice that we have.
I don't look at it as a mistake. I think he made me that way for a reason. We just don't know it yet. Maybe I was put here to teach the world a lesson and open the heart. That's a good way to look at it, Gina. Paths and struggles is pre-written. That's another belief. My daughter is bi, and I've never loved her any less than any other kids. And I agree with that too, Spitfire. I tell my kids that all the time. God doesn't make mistakes. They were the only perfect one. Satan is also in this world doing his worst. Come on, see, I can't get it. I can't buy that. That's like,
wait, what? What did she just say? Wait, hold on. I'm trying to find the comment that she just read. There's a reason for everything. Maybe he's punishing the parents, not the child. May want to think about that. What? Wait a second. Are you fucking kidding me? You think that when somebody loses their child, they're oh, hey, Red Dragon. Yeah, this is pretty interesting. No. Nobody's being punished by God when a child passes away. What the fuck are you talking about? Holy shit, dude. I cannot.
an excuse.
I firmly believe God made a mistake the day Laura was born and he forgot to give her empathy and a brain. Seriously.
That I agree with too. That sometimes
it's so funny because she doesn't believe in God, right? She's an atheist, but then she's like, well, God makes mistakes. So like, Laura, which one is it, dude? Because if you're truly an atheist, you wouldn't believe that God did anything wrong. You would, because there is no God according to you. She can't make.
Sometimes, you're put here for struggles. I have been seeing Jonice Jen.
Sometimes you're put here for struggles. Like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? Nobody knows the answers to any of this shit that you're talking about, Laura. Like, we really just don't. Nobody knows why things happen. I hope and it's up to you to decide why things happen. And, things happen for a certain reason. Maybe we'll find out in the next lifetime or the afterlife if you believe in that. I don't even, there's no concrete anything about anything that she's talking about. It's just so fucking weird. This is the weirdest conversation I've ever heard in my life.
I spent a whole day with her. It was wonderful. But definitely rewind. Love everyone, judge no one, watch what happens. Hey, Mona. Is Wendy be autistic? If you pull that string, I think you can close your curtain. There is no string. The curtain's cut off.
Oh my God, dude. This bitch can't even figure out how to close the curtain. So, I mean, really, what are we expecting from her?
And I agree with that too. Like, I tell my best friend that. I think she's too young. Why are you streaming in my shorts? I'm not in shorts.
What?
As long as I'm happy and being treated right, what is it to anyone else? Amen.
Yeah, exactly. Right. God does not make mistakes. We make mistakes. Right. But somebody dying, a child dying, that's not a parent's mistake. That's not God's mistake. Oh my God, dude. I don't know. She just doesn't make sense, dude.
It's not weird live mode. I'm just on cell phone. I can't have the curtain. There's no string. It's only the ends. And then you have like a white thing. Yeah.
Lauren knows that you could use StreamYard from your phone.
Wendy V is not autistic. Republican Ash is autistic. Wendy V's just drunk a lot.
She looks a little sick to me, and I cannot believe she brought that risk to Jonice. Yeah, I know.
So I used her exactly. It's got the white thing. I just don't like a Oh, you can't rewind it? I didn't have anything to do with that, I promise. That's what my granddaughter said. She was gay. This year she likes boys. It was just a phase. There is no cord to pull. There is no shape.
That's because you're staying at the jankiest of janky motels that don't even have curtains.
You are the family driving me crazy. The video format is like that of shorts video for some reason. Oh, I don't know why. I really don't. Oh, I can do it. Hold on.
God, dude. All right. This is getting really boring.
What? DJ Purple. Right. Yes, government, I do accept super chats. I do. I accept super chats. I accept Cash App.
Oh, of course you do. Oh my God, I'm testing it.
I don't accept Bitcoin.
And I'm trying to decide whether it's like the smell. I keep getting little hints of it, but
don't accept.
She's like, yes, I accept all forms of money.
I don't like Bitcoins. I am so
Except for Bitcoin, guys. She don't accept that. Okay. 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 Okay.
not looking forward to this 9-hour fucking drive tomorrow home.
So now she's gonna complain about the 9-hour drive that she voluntarily went on. Oh my god! Wow! Wow!
But I'm gonna get some video of Cincinnati on the way out. Last night coming in, I was like, oh my god, it is WKRP in Cincinnati.
What?
I don't need the court anymore. It's done.
Hey, those bubbles are the closest thing she's gonna come to being queen.
I'm leaving in the morning.
Wow, that was a quick trip.
And I heard some people are getting blocked. I can't touch it until I get back home. But if I see people that are blocked that shouldn't be blocked, I'm gonna remove some wrenches.
How do you, Laura? You know you could go on Chrome and just yeah, never mind. Let her think that she could only do it from her computer.
You can tell you're streaming in Ohio from a potato. Because nobody should be blocked except people I block and trolls. So time to remove some wrenches.
So why do you even give wrenches out then, Laura? She's gonna remove wrenches for people blocking people. Then, like, why do you even have wrenches? Oh my god, dude! Only Laura could block people. Okay, dude.
I have not done.
Mandatory mod meeting. That's what I said. Purple Rain. Go visit Brian before you go. This is like.
Buy me a coffee. Actually, I think my other channel had buy me a coffee. YouTube has raised leeching to an art form. What do you mean?
Does Laura even drink coffee?
It's been very good, Ruby. Yeah, no, not this stream. I've gotten some emails, but I can't check it while I'm on my cell phone. Maybe you said autism. No, I was talking about Republican Ash, not
Serious question. Does she have like, I feel like she has like a black turtleneck and a black V-neck t-shirt, and that's like her whole wardrobe.
not Wendy V. Now creators can give out yeah, we've
Oh, Purple Rain, I could answer that. She said her journey hasn't begun yet, so she hasn't been updating that.
been able to do that. I did that last month. And I keep forgetting about it. Like they don't remind you. Let me see if I don't know if I can do it from my cell phone. I don't think I can.
Oh my god. All right. She's getting really boring.
The option. Adds to list to nag Laura about. Yeah, I did it last month. I forgot this month. Those in YouTube live mode, those filters, Laura, I can never find.
She doesn't think I have questions.
Oh, you gotta hit the
Hold on. Jeez.
the microphone looking thing with the stars around it.
Sorry.
Oh, to rewind, just touch the screen. Yeah, I like the bubbles. Bubbles.
I know. What's up with the bubbles, dude?
Are you happy about it? Complaining about? Oh no, they're like $2.50 a gallon. I can't believe how cheap it is. They think it's.
Oh yeah, it had. You know what happened to her cancer journey channel? The same thing that happened to Crickets and Candles, Perplex Reacts, and all the other fucking 9,000 different ideas channels that she had. You know, I mean, for somebody who's again being treated for ADHD, I mean, she's like the most ADHD fucking person I know. I mean, it's like people with ADHD, we're notorious for starting things and never finishing them. I mean, I myself, I am.
High here. I'm like, hell no, we're like $3. New York is like over $4. I was like, damn, $2.50 a gallon.
No, Laura, you're 100% wrong in that because our gas is actually under $3 right now. So I don't know where you're getting your numbers from, but when I went to Pennsylvania this weekend, I was actually shocked because the gas was actually more expensive there than it is here. Because typically it's not like that. Typically Long Island's like horribly more expensive than everywhere else, and it hasn't been that way. Even when we went down south, our gas prices were still better, which is crazy. I don't know how that's even happening. The medicine gave her ADHD because she didn't have it. That's 100% right, because all the things like the impulsivity and all these other things that she does are symptoms of ADHD, which the medicine should be, obviously it's not going to completely cure, your ADHD symptoms. I mean, no medication is going to do that, but like, it's not even helping her even a little bit. Like, it's just like, oh my God. I'm going to give her some unsolicited advice. Laura, you look 10 years younger when you fix your hair without all the heavy 90s eye and lip makeup. I totally agree with that, KB Bells.
Go Ohio.
I'll never forget because like when I met Laura, she had her hair was like dark, you know, she had really dark hair. And to be honest, I think she looks better with lighter hair. Um, she does. I think she looks a little better with lighter hair. But anyway, she wore so much makeup when I first met her, you know, so like I didn't know what she actually looked like. And then I remember one day she went live and I was like, oh my God, like that's not very often do you see people that actually look better without makeup. Like, you know, I actually think she looks way better without makeup than she looks with makeup on. Like, you know what it is? She puts the eyelashes on, and I mean, even for myself, I as I age, I'm tending to wear less and less makeup because it just I feel like when you wear heavier makeup when you're older, it makes you look older. You know what I'm saying? Like when you do your eyes really dark, it just ages you even more. So I try to just keep it very light when I do my makeup and natural looking, but definitely not like the fake eyelashes, all of that. It's just aging you. And really, right now, the clean girl look is in. Like the less makeup, the better. I'm not saying you shouldn't wear makeup at all. You know, do what you want, whatever makes you happy. But I'm just saying, like that right now, heavy makeup ain't the thing.
Ew. No, I was saying it was cheap. It was $2.97 in Kentucky. That's what it is.
Yeah, but Purple Rain, you just have one of those faces that like you're like my best friend. Like she just to me, like when she puts makeup on, it looks unnatural on her. It's not that it looks bad on her. It's just that like I don't know. I think she's beautiful without her makeup on. Like I think there's so many, well, I shouldn't say that's not it's rare. There's a lot of people I know that like don't wear makeup and they look fine. I'm not one of those people. You know, I don't like the way I look without my makeup on. Or at least some, you know, something. Like just walking out of my house au natural with like not even mascara on, like I don't like the way I look. But you know.
By me. Is it really? It's $3 by us. Yeah, Ruby, what's it by you? 276 by M&S. See, it's cheap by you guys. When I left, it was $2.97 by me.
Her lack of blending, the bleeding lipstick, the misshapen eyebrows, the throatum, the men's ring 11 size nose ring. It's all fucking bad. Yeah. She, you know, she needs to learn how to blend. She does. You're right.
Oh, I don't want to drive home tomorrow. Ugh. I tell you guys, they gave me an SUV.
At least I don't think you look different without makeup on, like that different. I think you look, I don't know. You look good without makeup too. Like you're just one of those people who could totally get away with no makeup.
Nissan, a 2024 Nissan Rogue. It's a nice SUV. I only paid for an intermediate, so I got a really good deal. Thanks, Christy. I don't want to drive.
Why does she always have to rent cars? You know what I think it is? I think she doesn't like to put the mileage on her car so that it like somewhat maintains some type of resale value. I don't think it's necessarily that her car wouldn't make it. It's just that she probably doesn't want to put the miles on her cars. I know a lot of people like that. They don't want to put mileage on their cars, so they rent cars when they travel, you know, because they think they're gonna get like, I don't know, you know, better resale value. And at the end of the day, cars suck, dude. They just depreciate in value. Second you drive off the lot, when you buy a car, it just starts going down. So it's like, I don't know. It's like either fucking use your car or don't. I really don't even know if it's like she thinks her car wouldn't make it. It probably would. I think she's just doesn't want to run the miles up.
Drive home. I hate driving home. Then I guess, oh, I can imagine. Illinois gas prices are high.
Yeah, she has a Volkswagen, I think. Like, they're not bad cars. That's what I'm saying. Even if it's old and has duct tape on it, and whoever, you know, the person might not have maintained the vehicle, like the interior or whatever. Like, the engine should still be somewhat good. I don't know.
It's a nice ride. You got to go through Ohio, Kentucky, Tennessee, and then Alabama. No, the Rogue, it's really comfortable. And the stick shift is weird. I never saw anything like it. But it happens to be a nice car. Hey, Leslie. You hate the late. It's only because it's on my cell phone. I'm going to drive through Oz again. Probably. I'm going to take the. Oh my God, you know what they have here? Hey, Yarn. And I didn't get a picture of it. I'm going to hopefully get a picture of it tomorrow. They're recycling bins that you put like outside your house. Their recycling bins are pink for breast.
Well, here's the thing, right? If you have any knowledge about cars, you put more wear and tear on your car when you're driving just local trips because you're constantly starting and stopping it. You're stopping at red lights. That's going to fucking put more wear and tear on your brakes, your rotors, everything. When you take long road trips, you're most of the time driving at a pretty steady pace of speed. And so that's not really putting wear and tear on your car. It's more like the locals driving around that fucks your car up. So that's why I don't understand why she thinks her car wouldn't make it necessarily. So it makes me wonder if it's more about the mileage.
Breast cancer. I wish we had those recycling bins. Like, the big ones that you put outside, they're pink. And Jonice said they have breast cancer awareness in it. I'm like, that is awesome.
What?
I love my road got flooded. Yeah, no, it's a new fancy one. It is so weird, Audacity. That's what I'm saying. I never saw anything like it. Transmission went out 3,000 miles. Oh, no shit, Troy. I love my Kia Soul, but I've heard they've had problems. I happen to got lucky. Don't say that, Sage.
What? Did she get the oil leak fixed on that car? I highly doubt it. The hell's going on? It's getting weird. Getting weird. The bubbles floating.
All right, I'm gonna get off. I gotta call my daughter. But I will hit you guys up on the way home tomorrow. Yes, definitely rewind. I'm gonna end it now. I gotta call Sage. So I will hit you guys up tomorrow. I don't know what time I'm leaving. Once I leave the hotel, then I'm going over to I did Ruby. I'm gonna talk about it when I get home. I
cannot believe we made it through this.
I am going to see Jonice tomorrow, and I don't know what time I'm leaving. It really depends on the weather, how the weather's gonna be. So, all right, I'll see you beautiful people tomorrow. And maybe Jonice will go live with me tomorrow.
Well, if she doesn't leave today, there goes the money that she was going to donate to her, huh?
We'll see. So, all right. And she can tell you all herself. So, all right, I'll see you beautiful people later. Have a wonderful, wonderful night. And I'll talk to you guys later. And thank you guys for a super chat.
She puts hashtag obsession, hashtag harassment. Okay, so on top of this whole stream, she does this fucking community post yesterday because she was just so angry. She couldn't fucking help herself. Parts are expensive. Yeah, Kias are tossed away cars. Actually, you know what? My in-laws have a Kia, and I don't know, man. They've had that thing for fucking like 10 years, and it's still going. I don't think they're bad cars necessarily. We're all getting sued for harassment. Yeah, she looked up the laws in New York, and what I'm doing, apparently giving opinions on the internet is a class, would she say, C misdemeanor. Yeah. Oh boy. We got another selfie. She figured out how to not make it zoom in on her crotch. She must have been listening to me yesterday. Wow. Let's hope China, whatever, Laura. The pink peacoat, the pink panther. Here's a shirt she made. Wow, look, she learned how to weed out the letters. Good job, Laura. Except, look, she accidentally pressed a comma over there. What is that? Why is this floating there? Something got fucked up. She dropped a piece of something there. That shouldn't be there. And there. But better job, Laura. Good job. Better job than you've done in the past with the weeding, I will say. She's like, oh shit, I have to take the inside of the letters out. Yeah, you do. That looks like a shirt I would want to wear. Okay. Anyway, where is it? Oh, so here we go. These is only one thing worse. These is only one thing worse than obsessed stalkers. Obsessed stalkers that get it all wrong and never apologize. What the hell is wrong with you people? Apologize about what, Laura? What do I have to apologize about? My God, if you spend half the amount of time on yourself as you spend lying on me. What? Laura, is there a point to that sentence? A new sentence now. You might not be such a miserable person. Oh, wow, Laura, that's very, that's unlike anything you've ever said before. I mean, it's like the same rinse and repeat fucking sentences. around there. All right, Laura. Yeah, I'm a miserable person. The funniest part, though, that's one sentence right there. The funniest part, though, Laura, were you typing this while you were driving home, girl, before you did your live? Because this don't make no sense. Why is there the sentences or what the fuck? My God, this is one sentence, ready? If you spent half the amount of time on yourself as you spend lying on me, that's a sentence right there. Okay. Next sentence. You might not be such a miserable person. Next sentence. The funniest part, though, that's a whole sentence right there. The funniest part, though, you are too far below me to even try and punch down. Here we go with the punch down thing. But yet you made this community post and then you went live about me after this. Okay. Keep punching up since you obviously can't climb that high. Well, Laura, I definitely would have to punch up to punch you because you're like 9 feet taller than me. So you're right. And I would not want to climb you. Here's another sentence. And poor misfit Jenny. That's a whole sentence right there. This woman's college educated, guys. She has a almost master's degree. Having to deal with a man who thinks about me more than he thinks about her. Okay, Laura. That's her community post. I don't know if she did this on the way home or whatever, dude. But okay, Laura, yeah, I'm a miserable person. Okay. I'm the miserable person, right? How could a creator, I love reading her comments. Let's see. Denise Pye. How can a creator be this non-productive and solely hyper-focused on one other creator and not feel guilty about accepting money from her subs? It's disgusting. First of all, for a very non-productive person, I made a whole batch of candles yesterday, edited a video. Yeah, I'm not productive at all. Okay. Because I talk about Laura. That means that my whole life is about her. And I'm not a productive human being. I get nothing done in my life. Like, because Denise knows this too, right? She's in my house. Okay. I've traveled to I don't even know how many states in the last couple of months. Yeah, I'm not productive at all. I don't do anything. I just sit around and worry about Laura all day. That's all I do. Okay. Anyway, and more people need to call out. And what money did I make, first of all? Where's all this money? Shit. I wish I was making all that money, but I'm not. I mean, people have super chatted me, but I mean, not even yesterday. So I don't know. She acts like I'm making all this money. I'm the grifter, though, right? We all know her sidekick does it as well. Who's my sidekick? Anybody know who my sidekick is? She's not as calculating as this one. Sidekick is too busy, T.O., busy, clout chasing and making an absolute fool of herself. It's embarrassing. Well, I don't even know who my sidekick is because I don't have a sidekick, but okay. Boy, this girl's stupid. There's several on here that does that shit. Why is everybody in her comment section illiterate? There's several on here that does that shit. Several on here that does that shit. But it's all, wait, what? It's all okay because they despise, but don't you dare defend yourself or show the real facts. They'll flip out even worse. When the fuck has Laura shown any real facts there, B family? I don't know. Good question. I see some telling Laura to ignore it. And on many levels, I agree. However, everyone is different and context matters. You see how brainwashed these people are? They fucking just, whatever Laura says, they just repeat it. Context matters. Ugh, you gotta go, dude. Yuck. Ugh, whatever, just ignore. Okay. Context matters. Fucking A, dude. All right, hold on. I just totally lost my fucking spot there. Oh, context matters. Okay. We as humans are complex. We aren't. What? Wait. Huh? I see some telling Laura, dude, this is all one sentence, man. I see some telling Laura to ignore it. And on many levels, I agree. However, everyone is different and context matters. We as humans are complex. We aren't. What? AI can't hit a switch. I'm sorry, the stalking of Laura is obsessive, but when you add in Laura's situation and her ill friend being dragged into it, this would make anyone reposed and fight back. It's not about Laura being in on the quote drama. Nope. This is a real life This is real life, a living experience for Laura and her beautiful friend. Right there. Whatever. The fuck. Like, what does that even mean? Does anybody want to translate that into like something that actually makes sense? She has the worst spelling chat in the community. I cannot believe it. Like, I mean, it's bad. It's really bad. But then it all kind of makes sense when you uh when you're like, okay, these same people can't see what's going on here. So all right, next. She's definitely stalking you, Laura. Yeah, I'm definitely stalking you. I didn't even know that she went to Jonice's house, but if I'm a stalker, I'm a bad stalker, dude, because like I do all my stalking publicly, and I don't know where she is. Yeah, I'm a really bad stalker, but okay. She's definitely stalking you, Laura. Anyone who supports that crap is probably stalking your channel as well. I hope she will stop. Make a mobster. I love this shit. Consider taking some time off from stalking Laura and being cruel to the terminally ill friend she's visiting, and try doing something good for your soul. Is that a question or a fucking comment, Ollie, right? Whatever the fuck your name is. Oh my god. Take time off. You mean like the fucking weeks that I haven't been here? Yeah. Okay. I'm the one who needs to take some time off, right? And what the fuck was I doing to be cruel to her terminally ill friend? I can't believe these people buy this shit. It's so funny. And who the fuck are these people anyway? Besides this one right here, Denise, I've never seen any of these other people before. Who are you? I used to listen to you all the time, but I just can't, Laura. Oh, I just can't. Laura, you are so smart. You can't possibly believe that these idiots feel any sort of way other than gleefully satisfied and happy about your daily community posts filled with bad punctuation, telling them how awful and miserable they are. Again, what would happen if you ignored their shenanigans and just did what you do? What does Laura do, though, is the question. Now, that might upset them, but you won't. So I have to assume that you're in on it, that you're all the drama creators in on it together and probably do lunch daily. Wow, this person's fucking paranoid, huh? Are you a targeted citizen too? Yeah, we all get together behind the scenes and plan this drama. We do lunch from different states. We have Zoom meetings about it. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You're paranoid. It's the only thing that makes sense because it's hard to even tell what's going on. I'm out. Best of luck to you always. You are always interesting to listen to. Okay, this person's fucking crazy. Jesus Christ. What is going on here? Like, what in the fuck is this about? Anywho, all right, that was interesting. Yeah. You want to see another little cow who does the same thing as Laura? Bigger creator. They come in all shapes and sizes. Okay, doing the same fucking thing. Hold on a second. Let me just find her channel real quick. Unbelievable. But I'll be accused of stalking this one too, because her videos pop up in my feed. So it must mean I'm stalking her. All right. I don't know when these fucking people are gonna get that. Like, I don't fucking care if you call me a stalker. I know that I'm not a stalker and that I am fucking just watching a fucking train wreck on the internet and I laugh at it. All right. Let me switch this. I saw this yesterday and I was just like, wow, dude, this girl is. Why don't you go look at her pics? Is Laura good looking? Yeah, you should definitely go check Laura out. That's probably a good idea. In fact, you should, yeah, definitely do that. Do that. She's probably more your type than I am. I'm a fucking total dog. Okay. Yeah, I'm a dog. I have fucked up teeth too. So you definitely don't want me. That's for sure. Okay. Thanks. Thanks. This one over here, I mean, she's just turning into a complete locale. Like, it's fucking bad. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can find it. So, hold on a second. Shocking reality is here. Live behind bars. Wow, that's weird. Did she delete the videos? Or did she? Oh, okay. So this is her new boyfriend, guys. I don't know if you can see him very good. But you see the guy with the green hair and the fucking tattoos all over his face? This is her new boyfriend. Okay. Oh, wait, whoops. Sorry. I didn't mean to click on that one. Fuck. And my internet sucks. It sucks. Hold on a second.
So I want you to tell your story. You were originally supposed to serve 18 months in prison. How much time did you end
We're
up
just going to
serving?
get a little gander. Okay, this is your new boyfriend. He's literally got, it looks like Michael Myers tattooed on his face, a peep, like a fucking Easter peep bunny looking thing, lips, and then, you know, various words. And, you know, this is totally the look that you should have when you want people to take you seriously in life, right? So, okay, so now let me just give you a little backstory on Jessica Ken in case you don't know much about her. She's a prison YouTuber, right? She was in prison for a certain amount of time on some bullshit charges, honestly, and she does prison videos and shit, right? And then, you know, she's a recovering addict. Well, she just broke up with, I think I don't know if they were married or engaged or whatever, but, you know, her baby daddy, basically, she was with for years. And now she's claiming she was a victim of narcissistic abuse and all this shit. And it got real messy. Okay. And she started sharing like way too much of her personal story on here about her marriage breaking up. I mean, down to like video recordings of their fights, and it got bad, dude. Police body cam footage, like it got bad. I watched some of it. So this was only 14 months ago that she broke up with this guy. Okay. So she comes on here, she introduces her new boyfriend right here. Okay. Just, you know, and the ex was an addict, and she's got all these, you know, stories about him. So let's just hold on. Let me go back to the other video now. I just wanted to give you guys a little shot of what's going on there. And so she makes this video first. Okay. Total fucking low cow. Reese, yep.
Actual comments that I got in the last hour after announcing that I was in a new relationship. Wow, that's disgusting. Okay. Do not tell your kids. Do not move him in. You can be in a relationship. They cannot. I feel like that's my decision and not yours. User 1711-171142 hashtag $.
Okay, so she's getting mad that the people that have been following her for years and who are now emotionally invested in her and her story are looking out for her and her children. Typical fucking locale on the fucking internet here.
Has tattoos on his face.
Oh my God. Well, here's the thing with the tattoos on the face, okay? And I don't fucking care because I think they look terrible, okay? That's a sign. That's like wearing a neon sign saying I make bad decisions, right? Because that's a bad decision. It don't look good. It looks horrible, okay? You look ridiculous, and that's a sign that you don't make good decisions with your life, and that's why people are judging you. Okay, because I love all these people who get their faces tattooed up and then they're like, why are people judging me? You know, it's like, come on, dude, you did that for attention. Number one, you're an attention seeker, because I'm sorry, but why the fuck else would you put tattoos on your face, the most visible part of your body that, you know, people look at, the first thing that people look at when they meet you? You know, you're looking for that type of attention, some type of negative attention, because you have to know that that's what it's going to give you at this point in time, you know? So yes, people are going to judge you because that is basically proof that you make bad decisions.
What about the children? My children have seen tattoos before.
Yeah, they've seen tattoos. There's a difference between, you know, having a tattoo in a place where, you know, could be covered up and stuff. And, you know, and so that when you need to look like a presentable, reliable human being, you could cover your tattoos up, right? But when you have it on your fucking face, and you have like all this weird shit and your face looks like a fucking desk in a detention room at a high school. Okay. You know, there's a big difference there. The guy looks like a clown. Okay. He looks like a fucking doodle pad. It's ridiculous.
That was fast. Oh, I did leave my ex 14 months ago and he had a new girlfriend like 1 week later. That's
a whole 14 months ago. That, I'm sorry, but for somebody who's allegedly recovering from narcissistic abuse, okay, that's not long enough. Who's traumatized, okay, according to her, you know, she went through all this trauma. Anybody here who's been through any type of trauma knows that it takes more than 14 months to get over your trauma. I mean, you know, it is kind of quick, in my opinion, to be dating and this serious with somebody right, 14 months later. That's really not that long. A guy that you have children with and that, you suffered at the hands of his abuse. I just think that 14 months is definitely not that long.
That's her type.
But who cares if he had a girlfriend a week later? What does that have to do with anything? People don't care about him. They care about you because you've shared all this personal shit about your life on here. And now people have become emotionally invested in your life and they care about you. But now you're going to sit around and complain. If they were supporting you, you wouldn't say a goddamn thing. But because they're questioning your decisions, you're like, oh, you don't have a right to comment on my life. Get the fuck out of here.
Type fresh out the gate. He's been out like 4 years. He has a peep in the middle of his forehead. Yeah.
And yeah, it looks ridiculous.
No, I noticed. I give it 6 months before she ends up on drugs. And look at him. He doesn't do drugs. He's not a drug addict.
And we're supposed to know that, right?
Smoking the devil's lettuce. He smokes like an unarrestable amount because it's legal. Actual comments that.
Okay, so that was one video, right? And this did her no good by making this video because now she just really started to mock people that actually gave a shit about her. So she did another one yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Hold on a second. Prisons, lemon. Wonder if she deleted it. I mean, here's the other thing. Turn your comments off, My goal for the channel has never changed. Oh, I wonder if she deleted it. That's interesting. That is interesting. Bro, I think she seriously deleted it. Hold on a second. This is so weird. It's gone. I think she deleted it. Holy shit. Yeah, she deleted it. Get out of here. Wait a second. Strip searches. Random prison laws. Prison survival guide. Hold on a second. Unlock secrets behind that. The shocking reality of prison showers. My channel goal. Is it this one maybe? That's so weird. It like disappeared. How strange.
I'm a recovering addict who served time in prison.
Okay, no, this isn't it.
And the goal or mission, if you.
Hold on a second. I think I screen recorded it. Because I was like gonna make a short because I'm like, wow, you have some fucking nerve, just like the rest of these people on here who overshare their personal lives with millions of strangers and then get upset when people are like looking out for you or judging you or giving their opinions on you on the internet. I mean, come on, girl. These people care about you. You've shared your life with them. And just because they're saying what you don't want them to say now, you're upset and you're going to start calling your subscribers out. The people who got you to where you are. Because where was this girl going with her life? Not to be fair. Where was this girl going with her life? She's a felon. She's a convicted felon. Okay. And where was she really going to go with her life? She built herself a following. These people pay her bills. Just like Laura, just like the rest of them, only this girl probably could afford a hell of a lot more than Laura. And if she wanted to go visit a sick friend, she'd probably just go and not beg for money. But, your fans are the people who got you to where you are. And then they're looking out for you and you start mocking them because you bring this guy around who looks like he's not going to do any good for you. We don't know him. They don't know him. Hold on a second. I cannot believe she deleted this video. Let me see if I had it. Is this it? Hold on. Yeah, she deleted
why
it.
Is Jessica Kent turning into a
Oh, I did commentary. I was going to upload a video and I was like, fuck that.
Okay, why is Jessica Kent
She deleted it. What a bitch. Hold on. Let me go to the part where she's actually talking. I cannot believe she deleted it. Oh, here we go.
Watch my content does not mean that you get to tell me who I'm allowed to date or how I live my life or like just basically how to live. If I want to smash some tatted up dude on the internet.
Wow, hold on. If I want to smash some tatted up dude on the internet, she got so butthurt that people were giving their opinions of her new boyfriend. And then she went and deleted the video. Maybe it was before this. Maybe it was an older video that came up in my feed. Hold on a second. Now that I know what it looks like, I feel like she just introduced the boyfriend though recently. She's standing in her kitchen in front of white cabinets. No, she deleted it. How the fuck did she delete this? It's so weird. Huh. Interesting. Maybe she realized it probably wasn't a good idea to tell off the people who support you.
Internet, I will.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
No, but it's none of y'all's business who I date.
So she's like, it's none of y'all's business who I date, but then stop fucking telling everybody. Why do you need to announce who your boyfriend is? People aren't following your channel to see who you're fucking. They're following your channel for your prison content or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not, or to follow your story. They don't need to know who you date. You're sharing this shit on the internet, and then you're getting upset when people have a fucking opinion about it. Same shit, just like Laura, dude. Just like all these little cows that think they can control the internet, that think they could share things on a public platform, and then, oh no, somebody's given an opinion on it. You know, now I'm gonna cry about your opinion.
Online, but if I didn't post about my relationship with this beautiful man, someone would have fucking leaked it and tried to blackmail me with it. So I might as well just live my life and be happy. And I don't have to water myself down or hide who I am or hide who I'm in a relationship with.
You also don't have to flaunt it either. I don't fucking care who you're dating.
Yeah, exactly. Hold on. I was gonna upload a video and I decided not to. Now I kind of wish I did, because she deleted it.
So some of y'all are more comfortable. If you're uncomfortable or you don't like my content or it's triggering or upsetting, and I get that because some of this content is, just unfollow me. No harm, no foul, different strokes, right? Like I don't make
It's the internet. Can't fucking control the internet, Jessica Kent. Sorry.
Just because you watch my content does not mean that you get to tell me who I can date or how I can live my life.
And that's facts.
I don't think anybody's like, I haven't looked at her comments, but I don't think anybody's, necessarily telling her how to live her life or who she can date and who she can't date. But yeah, there's definitely comments out there where people are looking out for you and they're like, yo, you just got out of this like narcissistic abusive relationship. Maybe you should like chill out for a little bit. I mean, again, but like, why, if you're sharing this shit on the internet, people are going to have opinions about it. It's the same like, sense of entitlement that Laura has and Betty Bullhorn has and all these other people have, where they're like, how dare you? It's none of your business. But it's like, no, it is. You made it everybody's business when you shared it on the internet. So people are going to give comments about it, whether you like it or not. I mean, you would think after all, this girl has over 1 million subscribers. You would think at this point in time, she would understand how the internet works, just like you would think Laura would understand how the internet works. I mean, and I think it bothers me when these, like, especially these big creators get all mad about shit like this, because it's like, girl, you wouldn't even be where the fuck you are if it wasn't for the people who watch your videos. And now you're going to sit there and start fucking telling them off because they're leaving comments that you don't like on your videos. Fuck out of here. These people support your lifestyle. You wouldn't even have a house, a roof over your head if it wasn't for the people that follow you. Like, I don't know. I guess I felt like it was just like it's a tantrum that she's throwing. Because, no offense, that guy could be the nicest guy in the world. We don't, people don't know him. And I'm sorry, but if you're going to, show off a guy after all this shit you've been through, who's been in prison, who has face tattoos all over, and who doesn't look like a better choice than the last guy you just left, well, people are going to have something to say about it, girl. Deal with it. Give people time, show us who he is, but I think the same people don't want to see you making another bad decision and then having to watch your second series about how you were in a narcissistic abusive relationship, in a couple of years or months. I mean, goddamn. It kind of just contradicts, if you followed her series, it kind of just contradicts a lot of the shit that she's been saying, about healing, because she's promoting this whole thing about healing. And then here she is kind of making the same mistake again. That's what people are seeing. They're seeing her going through, and making a very quick decision, moving this guy in really quickly, because clearly if they're moving in together already, right, and they're living together, she's probably been dating him for a while, I would hope, or, but if she just introduced the guy recently onto her channel, Okay, so like in the internet's eyes, it's like, whoa, you just introduced this guy, he's moving in with you already. Like that's kind of crazy. It's kind of quick. So people are looking out for her, and then she's getting mad about it. It's like, I mean, we're watching you make unhealthy decisions. I mean, I don't watch every video that she does, but she wasn't a content creator who shared too much personal information about her life until recently, and she made a whole series out of her relationship breaking up, and that's fine. She has a right to share her story, but then when people see you making bad decisions, they're and looking out for you, you can't get mad at them and then start calling them out. Like, you sound like a spoiled brat, honestly. Just like, I was like, wow, I said it. Really, it's not just people in our community. Jessica Kent, same thing, same shit. Sitting here kicking and fucking screaming because people are giving an internet about shit that she willingly and openly shares on the internet. Unbelievable. Jeez Louise. I only watch her if YouTube tosses her down my throat. She knows how to work the algorithm. Yeah, me too. I don't religiously watch her channels, but her videos pop up in my feed. And I watched her series about her break up with her boyfriend and trying to like clear things up, because there was this other girl that was making videos. Like, it got into like some serious drama there for like the last year. She's been in like some serious drama on the internet. So like I followed up on the story and watched it, and it's like, dude, like, you can't get mad that people are looking out for you. It's hard to watch sometimes. Yeah. Jules was cheating on her man first with this guy, then introduced him to her sub that they're sharing that, and he's the same as the last guy. Wait, she was cheating on the other guy with this dude? Is that what you're saying? Ay. And right, he's not a clean cut looking guy, but it affects the kids when they're exposed to guy after guy. 100%. Right, exactly, KB Bells. It doesn't like the face tattoos look, all right? I mean, in all fairness, like I said before, if you're going to get those, then you're going to have to expect to be judged by people. It is what it is, okay? And if you're going to date somebody who has that, then you're going to have to deal with what comes along with that, okay? But to me, it looks like it's just a solid evidence of this guy making some bad decisions with his life and his looks, because he's probably not a bad looking dude, but it's really hard to tell when his whole face is covered like that, to me, when somebody does that and they tattoo their face like that all over the place, and they're not like a famous person who could get it removed, easily, it's like it shows me that you're just impulsive and make impulsive decisions, with your life. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. It just looks ridiculous. You look stupid. Okay. Nobody's going to take you seriously. And you know what? You can't get upset, because that's just how society is. They're not going to take you seriously. You can't go get a real professional job with that. I mean, nowhere. If you wanted to become a lawyer or something, who's going to take you seriously in life? That's a decision you made, and you're going to have to deal with the consequences of that. Wow, Baba Bear, that's crazy. Her, Christina Randall. Hold on a second. See, I have a great deal of respect for Christina Randall. Come around the same time. Look how different the journey in life has been on here. That's what I'm saying. Like, Christina Randall, she actually like rehabilitated herself and became a better person. This girl was preaching to everybody about addiction, recovery, and all this other shit. And here she is. Oh shit, you were using drugs. I had a drinking problem the whole time. While she's sitting here basically lying to people's faces. She's just messy. She hasn't changed. She's conning everybody at the end of the day. And you know what? She's still going to have her hardcore supporters and shit, and people that are going to understand her, just like Laura and everybody else, But it's just crazy. I love Christina Randall. I absolutely love her. She's the best. That's true too. Kids are cool, but you have a parent who looks very different. It affects kids because that's the reality of our society. Right. I mean, like, come on, dude. You brought this guy around, and I mean, he looks insane. Like, he doesn't look like he's mentally healthy. I'm sorry, but if you're gonna tattoo your face like that, it to me looks like a sign that you have some mental health issues. I'm sorry. If maybe I'm wrong for judging people, and for all I know, he might be like this really put together guy. I don't know, but you're you shared his prison story on here. You have like a 40-minute video sharing, you know, all this shit about him being in prison. So it's like, you know, the red flags are kind of waving in our faces here. And then you're going to get upset when people start, you know, commenting on it. And it's like, hey, you know, people just don't want to see you make the same mistakes twice and get hurt again. And you're going to fucking be upset about it. Well, that's where they judge you the most, the workplace, right? Most places want you to hide tattoos, at least if you're going anywhere professional. I mean, if you're on a construction site, sure. But I don't know. I don't know how much more seriously people take you. And then there's always also the factor that when you have somebody like her who is a big, you know, creator who has over 1 million subscribers, people are like, you know, wonder about other people's intentions. You know, getting involved with her, they just using her for her fame, her money. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you sound like a spoiled brat getting mad at people just looking out for you. It's like either turn your comments off or learn how to ignore things, or just understand that people are emotionally invested in you and your story, and they're looking out for you by leaving those comments. I mean, the comments that she highlighted in the one short, it's like, dude, none of those sound like bad comments. They're looking out for the welfare of your children. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You know, and she just sounds like a spoiled brat, really. I actually like Post Malone's face tats, but he has his whole future mapped out already. Yeah, exactly. He's a famous person. Okay, it's part of his image. You know, he's a rock star. It works in his situation, but in real life, face tattoos, you know, people are gonna judge you. When it's Post Malone, it's totally different. You're like, well, it's Post Malone. He's a rock star. You don't have to worry about money for the rest of his life, you know? But does Post Malone have a record behind him? I mean, I'm talking about like a prison record. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a little different. So, yes, can't really trust nobody with all this jewelry on me. What? I have a supervisor who has one tiny anchor tattooed under his eye, a couple of neck tattoos, and he's also a tattoo artist, and he told me he regrets anything on the face and neck. I mean, that's a little different too. You're a tattoo artist. I don't know what this guy does for a living. I'm just saying that the way society is going to judge you, you can't be surprised by that, you know? When you show up and you look, I know what I think when I see somebody with that many fucking crazy tattoos on their face. I'm like, well, you make bad decisions, you know, with your life. I don't know. I don't know why you would want that. I really don't. I don't know. You know, or I look at it like, what are you hiding? You know, like what are you trying to cover up on your face that you don't want people to see? It's very hard. He looks like he could be a good looking guy, but it's really hard to tell behind all those tattoos. Lil Wayne face tats are completely different. Yeah, and again, it's Lil Wayne, you know? I mean, he's a rapper. Like, you know, it's an image that he's trying to project. It's totally different. Yes, I remember when Aaron Carter tatted his face. Did you see his live performance in Paris? Who, Lil Wayne? Louise? So I just thought it was funny because I was like, well, typical internet lolcow that like shares their personal business on the internet and then it gets upset when people comment on it. You know, it's like, girl. I mean, it's one thing if people are just plain old making shit up about your life. You know, that's one thing, but shit, that's gonna happen too. I mean, shit, it happens to me. You know, people just fucking assume things and make things up. That's one thing. But like when people are just genuinely looking out for you, I mean, and you turn around and start ripping at them, like, you're an asshole. Sorry. I regret mine on my fingers. Dude, ever since I started like doing my nails and watching like nail content, I cannot believe how many women have tats on their fingers and their hands. I'm like, holy shit. Look, I don't have any tattoos. So from my perspective, like, I just, you know, and I'm not judging people that do have tattoos. My husband has tattoos. It's just like, I don't personally want any on my body, but you know, putting them on your face is a totally different story. It just is, you know? And unfortunately, it's just like those people, like when we were in high school, all those kids that dressed like alternatively. And when I was young, everybody used to call them like freaks, you know? People that had like the spiky hair or pink hair, had the nose rings, had the eyebrow ring, the tongue ring, wore the big baggy jeans, like, or gothic look or whatever. You know, it's like, come on, dude. Like, you're doing that for a certain type of attention, right? You know, you're dressing out of like the norm, what society accepts as a norm. And then they get all upset when people judge them. But it's like, you know, why are you dressing like that? Like, really, if you sit down and think about it, like, why are you dressing? You're dressing for some type of attention, you know, to be so drastically different from everybody. Like, so it's like you can't get upset when you get the attention that you're trying to get, you know, from people. Cause like you're sticking out like a sore thumb in society, you know, when you dress a certain way and look a certain way. I mean, nobody says you have to be normal, but like, you know, don't get upset at the same time when people question your decisions. That's all. I'm still pierced all over, 5 tats. Get out of here. Same color design on my sleeve. Nothing past the wrist is the plan if I want to be able to keep it covered if I choose. I'm amazed when creators pull out personal information on the internet and they get outraged when the public has an opinion that differs from theirs. Yeah. I mean, she's like, well, if I didn't share it, other people would. Okay. You know, and then so then deal it like with it that way. But she's like, you do share this shit publicly. You know, people are gonna comment on it. You're only upset about the ones that are people are concerned for your well-being, though. Like, you're not upset about the supportive comments about it. And you shouldn't expect everybody to support every decision you make. I mean, just crazy. It really is. The same thing that Laura does. You know, she's like, oh, you're a stalker if you watch her and then comment on her, you know, personal business. When it's like, well, you share this shit on here, Laura. I wouldn't know this shit if you didn't share it on here. So, you know, unbelievable. It's all about nonconformity, bro. Yeah, exactly. It's exactly what it's about. It's a rebellion. I have a lot of tats and I could cover them all except for my fingers. That's why I regret those ones. Sometimes I don't want mine showing. Yeah, like I don't have any tattoos, but if I did, I probably would want them in a place where I could cover them up if I choose to. That's all. You know? I mean, I I just don't get it. I don't get it. On your face, like there's really nothing you could do. I mean, yeah, you could put makeup on, but like, you know, that's not just like 1 or 2 tattoos on this guy's face, because like 1 or 2 is fine, you know, if you have like a word or something. But like Jeffree Star, doesn't he have like a word on his face somewhere? Like that's okay, that's fine, you know. But like his entire face is covered with all these like crazy colorful tattoos. It's shocking. I'm sorry. And like, you know, she's like, oh, people are shocked by his shocking tattoos. How dare they? Like, come on, man. Really? Jessica Ken is your typical, I guess, what, millennial? I don't know when she's born. I don't know how old she is, but come on, girl. My grandfather had tattoos all over his arms. My whole family is tatted up pretty much. I mean, there's a lot of people in my family with tattoos. This headache is really bad right now. I need Advil. Hopefully my husband has some when he gets home. Anyway, I honestly believe Laura thinks she is somehow famous now. Yeah, well, she met her biggest fan, you know, according to her. And she's good. My grandma. she's good. She's famous now. She's like, oh, it was a dream of hers. I don't know if it was a dream, Laura. Maybe she just wanted to meet you, but like, I don't know if it was a dream. I mean, really, we're all just regular people, you know? Like, there's no difference between me and anybody else here except for the fact that I fucking talk shit on the internet. Like, other than that, there's no difference. We're all the same. You know, we're all just regular people who have YouTube channels. No big deal. It's MGL's fans. She's on tour, locale tour. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna end this because I gotta use the bathroom. I gotta pee, but also not that you guys needed to know that. Sorry for the TMI there. But also I'm gonna see what's going on with this headache because it's killing me. I gotta see if I can find some Tylenol or something. Anyway, I'll be back sometime this week, I'm sure, but Laura, you're not going to use your ill friend. I wish her the best, but you're not going to use her to manipulate people here. Okay. So that it's so disgusting. Just please stop doing that, dude. If you want to tell people to shut up, on your own, then do that. Don't drag somebody else into it. I mean, and try to manipulate people. It's disgusting. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. I'm out.